Hi, Kim. Oh, yeah, that was ours. It's really not in the right direction because it's portrait, but we're getting there. I'll talk about that. Hi, Kim. Oh, yeah, that was ours. It's really not in the right direction because it's portrait, but we're getting there. I'll talk about that.
Oh, there's Peggy.
Hello, Lisa from Arizona. Hello, Miss Peggy. Oh, there's Justine.
What, Justine, does that mean you're not coming?
We have like 4 minutes. Hi, Helen from Texas. Hello, Lisa from Arizona.
Such a delay.
No, you shouldn't hear that. That's good. Whoops. I know, Robbie, right? I'm glad you liked the tote, Michelle. We did too. A ton, actually. 3 minutes. Donna, you just made my sister very happy. She's the commentator tonight. She's the one that I said makes up all those things. Yay, Lee Wilkins. Happy Passover, Lee Wilkins. I'm glad you found us.
Rhode Island's in the house. Look at that.
Is everyone excited? I'm excited. You guys are all very, very, very welcome for the tote. That's going to keep coming up, I believe. Two minutes.
When it comes up, you just give it an hour.
Yeah, because there's nothing else I could do. I don't think they see that. That's just on your screen. This is what's crooked, I believe.
This is not what. There you are. On mine. This is what's.
You gotta take that off. Hi, West. We have 1 minute, guys. But I'm going to wait till like 1 minute after 1 just to make sure everyone can find us.
It's the same
Michelle, you're not supposed to have friends next to you. You have to make sure that you're 6 feet apart. Laura, do you know that Manchester, New Hampshire was rescheduled? Are you talking about the new date? Yeah, turn that off. Misty, you're funny. Teresa, did you get your package already? Like, I think you bought that 2 days ago and we shipped it out 2 days ago. That is amazing if you did. Hi, Joyce. It's always fun to watch. Okay, kids, so I am going to start. Yay! So I'm not going to be reading all your posts. My monitor tonight is Nancy, who actually is my sister / the jewel counter. So
Hello.
we'll have her tonight. You'll be hearing her in the background. That's so funny. Okay, so anyhow, let's do a couple housekeeping things real quick. First of all, you can see that everything is, you can see it the right way. Whoops, you can see it the right way on your screen. However, it's still in portrait. We have worked days and days and days on that, and I'm actually on my husband's iPhone because, believe it or not, you cannot do what we want to do on my Android. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So I will deal with that later. It was really just days to do that. So, but at least you guys could see the cards the right direction. That's really the only thing that I care about right now. So, yay on that. I know you're going to see things. You're going to see me right here. You'll see me in delay here in a second. And you'll probably see my dogs walking around the front of that because I can't change that. But so be it. It's gonna get better. I promise you it'll get better. With that said, I want to say that we had the busiest week we have ever had in our entire lives. There's about 6 of you who haven't got their kits, and it's completely our fault, which makes us very, 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 very sad because we worked so hard to get everybody their kits. It's ridiculous. I just want to take 30 seconds to tell you what our week looked like. Which was crazy. First of all, a lot of companies are closed, so even getting supplies here to get them packed was very, very, very hard to do. But we worked with Swarovski's working with us, and Authentika's working with us. I can't say enough about those things or those people. Most of you who ordered stuff last week, some of you got full packages, some of you didn't. We are sending those out as soon as we get them. People are just not shipping us orders because no one's in. But technically, we had like the week from hell, and I hate to use that language, but we were overwhelmed with response of the orders after Class 101. I mean, just crazy amount of orders. It was ridiculous. That alone would have taken us 3 full days to do. But then on top of that, we had the Mega Meet little virtual event. And that brought in an incredible amount of orders. On top of that, we had the ACA that had to be put together and gone out on Wednesday, and we had the Class 102 to put together and send out. So when I say that it was a madhouse, it was just a madhouse. So for those handful of people that didn't get their kits, I am truly sorry. I think I spoke to every single one of you. We will get those out, and well, you know what I told you. And again, I apologize. I feel very, very badly when that happens. Oh, and then on top of it all, I get this great idea of doing that tote that you guys all had. My sister Nancy came up with that wonderful saying. So then we had to get those done. And normally we get that done in a city that we drive to and pick them up, but they're closed. So they had to be made in Arizona and then shipped to us literally overnight. Then we had to press hundreds and hundreds of them. I'm very glad to finally be here. So enough of that. I want to have tons of fun. And with that said, we're going to start. So if I have questions I need to ask you, Nancy, all you have to do is just read that. Mm-hmm. And when people ask questions, just, kind of interrupt me and ask, and we'll answer them. You could even type if you know them. But I want to start by saying there is going to be a Class 103. And that will be 2 weeks from tonight. And I do have the 2 cards that I will show you at the end of this event. And we also have something else that we're doing next week that you may like that I'll talk about at the end of the event too. I will tell you that Class 103 is going to have your make at home card and 2 other cards, which I will show you again at the end. But I got to tell you, I was really, 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 really icy all the hearts with 103. Thanks. That's awesome. I was really impressed with your make at home cards. Like, I think they were better than actually my card. It was awesome. You guys did a really, really good job. I was really impressed. For those of you who wanted to wait for tonight, oh, there's my jewel count. Don't worry about that. For those of you who wanted to wait for tonight, this is a simple, easy card. Although if you look on our Facebook page, you'll see a lot of people were very, very, very creative. We just put that printed background on the 6x6, and then we cut those layers. We cut them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, popped them up only twice. The rest were flat. And then just put something behind that happened to be a die cut, and that was it. It's a simple, simple card. However, if you want to see not so simple, honestly, look at the Facebook page, because what you guys did, like, blew me away. Like, I can't even believe that you want to see my class, because some of you guys did such a really, really good job. I don't know what all the hearts are for. We're on delay, so when we look at the computer, all the hearts are like 45 minutes delayed. So I'm not sure what all the hearts are, but...
Everyone loves the tote.
Oh. So I don't know. So maybe someone
people
could
appreciate what you were saying.
Well,
You're saying you deserve a break, which isn't going to happen because you
Yeah.
don't have a break.
the breaks will not happen for sure. I could tell you that, because we want to make cards. Hi, Elena. But okay, so I'm going to put this one aside, because hopefully most of you guys have done that. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open up your kit for the second time.
The hearts are because they love you.
Oh, well, we love you too. You have no idea how much we love you. So I'm sure you had to use some of your jewels. We're going to put those to the side. And this, most of you already done. You can put that to the side if you did not. So now we can take out the first card that we're going to do, which is going to be wrapped in. Oh, here's your sheet. You want to pull that sheet out, because we'll be looking at that a little bit. Some of you will not. You'll pull that out and just put that to the side and listen to me, which is good too. But pull out this yellow thing, where it says scrap pack, and it's folded with all the guts inside this card, okay? So everyone pull that out, and then put the rest of this to the side. And again, if you have questions, ask. And when I ask questions, and I need yes or no answers, you give me sad face for no and happy face, or, love face for yes. That'll help me, okay? So the first card, obviously, we're going to do is this right here. And I don't know if many of you went on to our online website, but I did add some items that we're using today that we didn't use last week or 2 weeks ago on that online site. So for those of you who are brand new, every single thing that's going to pass through my hands is going to be on that first tab on our website, Stamplistic.com, under Online Classes 2020. And the first thing that's new on there is this paper pack. This paper pack is called Timeless, and that is on there for people who love this paper and want to get a paper pack. So we have that on there as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and take out the guts, which I'm sure most of you have. You're probably like, shut up, let's get going.
There's a lot of hearts. So
a lot of hearts. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so folded card, and this is going to be important because this, oh, you know what? Hold on. Yes, this is going to open up from top to bottom, okay? I love that you guys are seeing this the right way. So this card is going to open up from top to bottom. That's going to be important. This guy right here is going to be, and I'm going to show you the done card, okay? If you open up your card, this gets adhered to the inside of your card front, okay? So this part, this long piece right here, is adhered to the inside of the card front. Now, for the sake of mailing these, because this piece was so long, we actually already scored the one side for you. And because this is a 12 by 6, we scored it at 3 inches, which means you're going to have to score it at 3 inches here. Because what's going to ultimately happen is we're going to tape it right there, close that card front, that's going to fold over, that's going to fold over, okay? So go ahead and take your, I don't have my score buddy here. And I would tell my sister to go get it, but she has no idea what that is. Okay, so go ahead, and for those of you who have the proper supplies...
Is it in... I know what Score Buddy is from last week. It's that shh.
Yeah, but I don't think you're going to find it. Okay. So go ahead and fold that over. Oh, I really need my Score Buddy. And you know what, guys? This paper, I think, does everyone look real quick, okay? If I fold this, I have a real big gap there. I don't want a real big gap there. I want to fold that so that my white is totally not showing. So if you are having a white gap there, go ahead and take your card and I want you to cut that a little bit, okay? Because there can't be any gap there whatsoever, okay? So it may be a little bit smaller than a 6x6, but let's go ahead and just cut that side if it's not a 6x6. And then I'll go and try that again. And Nancy did walk away. She found my score buddy. Notice, folks, on the inside of your card, you have hearts. So when you get to that step, make sure your hearts are facing the right direction. You don't want to put that in and go the wrong way. Have your hearts facing a different direction. Actually, I don't think I'm going to use my score buddy right now. Nancy, is there any questions?
Not yet.
Oh, Gail Burke, it's not Justine tonight. It's my sister Nancy.
Could have Justine found the score buddy?
I don't know if Justine could have found the score buddy. Did somebody ask that?
No. Just me. I would have asked if I was at home. Thanks, Elizabeth.
Okay, perfect. So I got it good just by slicing off that little edge. Just by slicing off that little edge. Okay? So now I'm going to open this back up, make sure my hearts are going the right way, and I'm going to then adhere this, put tape on here, and adhere this flat against there. And I think I might go score tape directly on my card. And again, here's where I use all my score tape. It's a lot. This is where a lot of you are going to catch up because I really, really put a lot of score tape on here. And for those of you who don't know, watch this. You can tear score tape, so it's at the end right there. You can tear this just like that. I like to cut it, but you can definitely tear it. It's meant to be torn.
Justine said she could have found it.
I sent Justine here the other day to go get something in my craft room, and I thought she was in my craft room before, and she walked in and she was like, oh my God. I don't think she's ever seen it before.
Oh, I didn't know where the crystals were for the third card. Just found them. Gonna have to update my picture.
So does everybody understand what we're doing right here? Give me happy face or sad face.
Looking good so far.
Okay, great. Just want to make sure. Perfect. I love that you guys could finally see this the correct way. Thank God, no. What?
Nothing new to report. No questions. Everyone's busy score taping.
You can talk a little bit louder so they could hear you. You don't have to be quiet. Now, everyone look real quick. Everyone look up for just 2 seconds. Do you see how there's that white right there, right here? If that bothers you, go ahead and cut that off. That does not bother me whatsoever. So if that bothers you, cut that off. Most of you who it does bother are probably saying, nope, already cut off. But if it bothers you too much, go ahead and cut that.
Is a little gap okay?
Little gap is fine.
All right, Lee.
Little gap is fine. Did Beth Schneider find us? Beth? Are you in the room, Beth? Lovely. Yeah, look, I'm probably gonna have to cut this bottom. That white at the top didn't bother me, but this overhang is gonna bother me, so I'll cut that later. Yeah, I probably could cut it now. And again, I'm gonna guess, because it doesn't bother me. Oops, how did I lay that down so wrong? I should have scored it, guys. That's okay. I was taking one from the team. Those people who don't have a score buddy. I'll fix that.
You can't abandon the ship. Now, what are you going to do with them? Nobody minded the orientation of the pictures. So
Good.
Their worries through all this last week.
Wonderful. Honestly, if I told you how long I worked on that, you wouldn't believe me. Now, I have too much up here. Look, I'm going to point out my mistakes. We always love to do that. I do have too much of a gap up there. I don't like that. And that is where my fold is on the top of the card. I will fix that by my next step. But that's really because I didn't use the scoreboard, which I should have. But I'm still happy with it. I'm still going for it. Okay? Okay, so does everybody have that? Does everybody have that on their card? Can I go on to the next step? Happy face or sad face if I go on to the next step? Again, a little bit of a delay, so I'll wait.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so let's make sure that your card is in front of you the right direction, meaning when you open it, it's still opening up like this. Because I don't want you to screw up the next part and put that on wrong. So this is a perfectly 6x6 piece of paper. Okay, and I love these squiggles on it. These squiggles really, really, really attracted me to this next step. So what I need you to do is I need you to cut this in half, just right down the center, so with 3 and 3, but make sure you cut that with, I want the long squiggles. Do not, look real quick, cut it this way. Don't go through the squiggles. I want you to go right in the middle of the squiggles, okay? And you're only going to cut that once. And let's cut that at 3 inches. You know, this is very easy to pick up like this, and for some reason I fight that all the time. So let's do 3 inches. That's not 3 inches. I believe that is 3 inches. I want to double check something. I don't like where that measurement looks, so I'm just going to put a little notch right there on my scoreboard where I know it's 3 inches, so I know where to cut. Yeah, that didn't... You're going to have a hard time using, if you're using that small 6x6, to do that 3 inches, because it's not necessarily right there. Okay. So now... Oh, I need a ruler. I have a ruler just sitting right up there. Can you grab me a ruler real quick?
Sitting in your office?
Yeah. Once you walk in, you'll see it right there. Actually, is there one right there? So now what you're going to do, and I don't care how far over you do this, but remember, we are going to have to score this and fold this over a little bit. Let me show you how much we're going to score this. You're going to score those edges a 1/2 inch. So a 1/2 inch is going to be scored here because it's going to be tucked under. 1/2 inch scored there, so that's going to be tucked under. So you're going to go pick one of these squiggles. If you want to do this squiggle, you're not going to have a big opening. If you want to do this squiggle, you're going to have a smaller opening. So pick a squiggle on this side here, and then the other side here, and you're just going to cut that squiggle. And I cut it so I had some of that white showing. Sorry, I was off camera for a little bit. So I'm going to do my closer to the fold, or closer to the opening squiggle. If anybody has any questions, please type them in.
Everyone's cutting.
I feel kind of blah today. Like I'm very, very, very excited to be here. But just because of the small issues.
You didn't tell everybody.
I'm kind of like, kind of bummed a little bit, so I got to get out of my funk.
Angela King loves that you're doing this online.
Hi, Angela King. I don't think you did class 101, did you? I say that. I'm glad you're here doing 102. So, okay, so everyone look real quick. Everyone look. Just let me have your attention for about 15 seconds. So, again, both of my edges are cut. And now I want to score it here, 1/2 inch, and I want to score it here and 1/2 inch, okay? So once you're cut, you may go ahead and score that then.
I can't pick a squiggle. Misty.
Pick a squiggle. Pick a squiggle and cut.
Can you say that again?
What part? I can absolutely say it again, but what part did you want me to say again? I'm going to guess. Okay. So here's my card. Let's take this side. This one's going to go on this side. I cut my squiggle. Okay. And then I folded on the opposite end of the squiggle. I scored this at 1/2 inch because what's going to happen is this is going to go behind your card and adhere like that, 1/2 inch. Okay. So that's going to go right there, 1/2 inch.
Do we have any more 101s left so they can do it on their own?
I do not have any. We have no more 101s. We do have a couple more 102s, but no 101s. Now, everyone look real quick. I'm going to show you how I fixed my mistake. Everyone look. See at the top right here, the top of my card, how I didn't put that on right and I had too much white there? Because I didn't cut this down, that's going to cover that perfectly. So you're not going to see that white overhang. Okay? So there's always a way to fix those mistakes.
Sarah thinks that she taped hers on backwards on the white card. So can you show again that first step?
Sure. Sarah, watch real quick. So here's my card that opens from top to bottom. This big 6 by 12 sheet of paper gets taped on the inside of the card because when you fold the card base down, this is going to come to the front of the card. So nothing on the back, all on the inside of that card. Card base down and then fold it in, flaps. So for those of you who have these two things done, you can go ahead and adhere that. And I just want you to use, if you have score tape, put some score tape just right there and adhere that to the back because this stays loose, just like so. Okay? Ooh, and this has hearts on the back too, so if you switched them, go ahead and reverse them. So when you open this up, the hearts stay the right way.
Depending on the squiggles, both sides are not equal?
Both sides are not going to be equal. In fact, look at my card. This is my done card. See how unequal that is? But yet beautiful. Does not have to be equal. What I want to be equal and what's going to be equal is once you open up those things, then that is equal. See that? Good question. Okay, so again, once you attach those, make sure your hearts are looking the same way, but go ahead and use your score tape and score tape those edges or those ends. And you know what? I'm using this 1/4 inch tape, guys. So I'm probably going to put a piece down and then put one more piece on there because you know that I'm adhesive happy.
Dang, the way I cut my squiggles messed up the hearts.
So flip them around. And flip them around. And if you just flip them around, play with them. Because even if you did, I think you could still flip them around. If you can't, consider bending this back the other way and just having your hearts be on the outside.
She's good.
Oh, forget it.
But Barbara wants to know if we can give the measurements for the two sides.
Well, because this is a 6 by 6 card, this would be 3 inches. This would be 3 inches. So 3 inches, 3 inches. I hope that's what you meant.
Belinda's blonde, that's why she's saying.
I love it. So I have my score tape there. Make sure it's nice and foldy. I'm just going to attach that. Perfect.
Yeah, there you go. Like peach pit.
How's everybody doing? My sister's making personal family jokes right now
Show the
next to me.
first step again. Lori wants the first step again.
When you guys say steps, like first step, the first step is really the folding of the card. So when you say repeat something, tell me exactly what you want me to
The
repeat.
ones you're holding now, what are the measurements of the ones you're holding now?
These, you have to cut this in half because this was a 6x6 sheet of paper. So you cut it right down the middle so it's 3 inches and 3 inches. Then you cut just that first squiggly out. I'll give you the answer. Just cut the first squiggly. I won't even let you decide. Does that help you?
Noreen wants to see the back of the card.
Okay. I'm going to show you the back of my finished card. So here's my finished card. Here's the back of it. Ignore this note. This is my crystal count. So this is the only thing you see is what we're working on right now.
Lori said no from the start.
You mean from the fold of the card, Lori? Let me put this on and I will do that. Actually, I'm not going to put this on. I'm going to wait. So, Lori, you said from the start. So, looky here real quick, okay, before we get too deep. Here's the card. It opens from top to bottom. You need to... This middle piece is going to go in here, and we already scored one side for you, so it would fit the envelope. You just have to score the other side. And if you have to trim down your card so that fits perfectly, go ahead and trim down the base of your card, okay? That's okay. So, again, folded card. This goes on the inside, not on the back. Just on the inside of the card, because then the card goes down, then you fold this in, and then these are the flaps that we're working on right now. Okay? And can everyone hear me okay? Okay,
It seems
good.
like they can.
Okay. So we should be right there. Yay? No?
Is she gonna disconnect?
She's fine.
Okay.
We have a dog right now. Who's literally... You're going to see her head in a second. Oh my God, you're definitely going to see her head. You're going to see her...
I'm sure that's
Her
how most
scabby
people are
nose.
crafting tonight.
Right. With their animals all over. Okay, can I go on to the next step? I already got ha-has all over the place. There she is. You see her nose.
You'll see her again because she's not comfortable yet.
Okay. So let's get this little guy out of the way. This measures, this is for your inside. This measures 4
What type of
by
adhesive
3.
are you using?
The adhesive I used, so far everything has been score tape. I like working with score tape when I have to do heavy. So score tape. Okay, so let me pull my other card in. So this is my done card. So when you open this up, and again, this does not have the magnet in it, but you all wanted the magnet, so the magnet's coming your way. This is what goes on the inside. So you can put your gift card in there, or money, or whatever, a love note. But when you go to adhere this on the inside, everyone look, because this is going to go on the inside on that black printed hard paper. I just want you to put a piece of score tape, so you don't block that off, along the right side, the bottom, and the left side. Or right, left, and bottom. Do not put score tape on the top so you can slide everything in there. Okay? So let's go ahead and let's add that in there now. So I'm going to open up my card, get to my black card page, and I'm going to put it right there. But let's get the score tape.
Cindy in Ponce Inlet, Florida's just joining, but she's good.
Perfect.
Robbie sees the dog's hose.
We know you meant to say nose, Robbie. Fast fingers.
She's busy cutting.
I know. Okay, so everyone see how I have that score tape just on the side and the bottom? Just peel that off and then I'll put that on the inside of the card.
Pam wants to see the back, please. Was that the back of the card?
Yeah. Here, Pam, there's the back of the card. Again, that's just my note of crystals. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. I use score tape to put back here. Okay, so those come up front, just like so. Oh, Lena, how you doing? You're probably sitting right there with Pam, aren't you? Pam, I just showed the back. Can you tell me what back you want to see? And I just eyeballed that, folks, and guessed. But I like my placement. That looks nice and even to me. Okay. Okay.
This card is so cute. And don't put your pocket upside down, Misty said.
Don't put your pocket upside down.
Okay,
I would say
Pam-
always keep your
Pam's
card right
got
in
it.
front of you.
Pam's got it.
Perfect. Good, good, good. Okay. And when I did this, I know I said this last time, but it honestly, this paper spoke to me. That's why it directed me what to do. I always envisioned like you would do your writing here and then your gift here. So it could be a graduation card, a wedding card, whatever. But the writing would be there because this is going to be magnetized too. Okay? Okay, so can I go on to cutting? And you're going to have some time here because we all know that I'm a very, very slow cutter.
Elena's got Veda next to her.
Who does she have?
Veda?
Aw. It's her little pooch. You met her little pooch.
Oh, at Croctober.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so everyone's giving me a thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, here we go. Love it. So take this big sheet of paper right here, okay? Now, I love this because if you look at the stamped image, and I believe, oh, Elizabeth, if you're in the room, can you tell me the name of this stamp? I think I know what it is, and it's on the website on our online 102 class, but I don't have that right in front of me.
Elizabeth is in.
She'll probably tell me that right away. If not, you could look on the website because it's right there. But if I like this because if you look at this, these edges, let me get to the edge. These edges, they're not straight lines. So you're going to actually cut on that black line and you don't have to be perfect. They're not straight. One of the reasons why I like this so much. So let's just go ahead and cut out this entire design.
Misty said even when you cut slow, you cut fast.
No, that's not true. I know a couple people in this room actually watched tonight and Saturday 2 weeks ago and finished their cards that way. I even know some crazy people, Carol Kiss, that watched it. Oh, you know, and I think somebody else did too. Maybe Robbie. Watched it 2 nights in a row just because. They did another craft while listening to me. Because, you know, you can never get enough of my voice, right?
Annie says you're so talented. Cheryl is saying impartial is the stamp.
Impartial?
Impartial is the name of the stamp, says Gail. Cheryl agrees with her.
Perfect. I'll go with that. That sounds like, was that Annie Miller who said I was talented? Because Annie Miller is on our design team. And let me tell you, I have nothing
Donna
compared
says
to what
the-
she does.
Donna says
She's
the video
fantastic.
keeps stopping and starting. Is anybody else seeing the video stop and start, or is Donna having it?
I think if your video is stopping and starting, I hate to say this, I think it's your internet. And I don't know how to correct that because I really do believe it's your internet. But let me know, speak up if anybody else has a start and starting, but I really think it's your internet. And I hate to say that.
What paper is it stamped on?
Oh, this
Like
is
the nautical paper.
This is a very, very, very old paper. Remember how I said like people are not shipping paper right now? We actually used a lighter paper here. However, we couldn't get that paper, so we had this paper, and because it almost has like a silvery effect, that blue now instead of blue really brings out the silver, and we're gonna have stuff on top of it, so we went with this paper instead, which is fantastic. This is a discontinued paper. All this other paper that we're using is from the Timeless collection by Authentique, and like I said, we're selling that too on our website.
Everybody's Wi-Fi seems like it's fine.
Good.
Can you open that card?
Yes.
One more time.
Yep, here I go. I'm going to open the card. So this opens there. That opens there. This opens here. And then there's your slot. Boy, isn't it nice to have things right side up? Whoever was not here 2 weeks ago, oh my God, it was crooked and sideways, and it was clearly a beginner. Okay, so I'm going to open up again.
Somebody said that their computer's starting and stopping, but the iPad's working. But
Oh,
most
good.
people are saying it's working.
Good, good, good. Now, for those of you, and we ran out of black pens.
Does Diane need to see the pocket again? She missed the pocket making.
Oh, the pocket's easy. Look, Diane, real quick. Pocket's easy. The pocket just gets adhered to the inside of the card on the black heart paper. And I just want you to put a strip of score tape here, strip of score tape on the bottom, and to the side. Just do not put score tape on the top, or else you're not going to be able to get your card in there, okay? Now, for those of you, I know we ran out of the black pens. We just literally got them in stock yesterday. So for those of you who we owe these black pens to, they will be shipping out to you probably tomorrow. We're probably going to go in tomorrow. Justine is at home right now saying we are. No, Justine, you don't have to. I will. So, whoops. You want to take your black pen, and this just puts the black, see how I'm next to my design? This just puts my black line back in, so it looks nice and striking. Here, let me show you. And if you haven't seen this magic trick, let me show you real quick. So if you haven't seen this, look at me real quick. Whoops, here we go. Black lines, see how deep and thick that is? And not black lines. See how it's just kind of there? This black line really brings out those strong lines much better. And we're not putting that black pen on top of our project. We're putting it next to our project. So we're just dragging it, just like so. And I'm using the Ranger mat because I could easily just wipe that off. If you have an extra sheet of paper, you can do that. Heck, if you want to use the back of that colored paper that I gave you, you could use that, okay? So go ahead and outline that if you need to. Yes.
Is there a way to catch up on live? Do you have to get out of it and then come back in to see where it is? Gail is somehow lost in the lag, I guess.
Gail, I don't know. Why don't you try to refresh that top refresh button at the top of your screen? If you can't do that, then I would say get out. And then come back in.
Belinda didn't get the supply order because she was waiting for the pen. There may have been other things in her order that she didn't.
Oh, there could have been. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the order that we're going to cut these, and I'm going to do this the best that I can. So you have, if I could have everyone's attention for 30 seconds. Let's look at these little square guys. Okay, there is an order, because if you go to cut this one, you're gonna turn off the computer and go drink. So everyone look at these in order, okay? Everyone have these important. Everyone stop what they're doing and look real quick, okay? So we're gonna go biggest to smallest. The biggest one is going to be, it's going to be this one right here, okay? If you look at it, it looks like it has little roses on it. So I'm gonna give everyone 15 seconds to look for that. This is gonna be your biggest one. You know me, it's not a true 15 seconds. So I'm gonna turn this over because that's gonna be my first one, okay? The next one is going to be this one that looks like bow ties. You can see the kind of the bow ties at the end. That's going to be my next one. Okay, that's my next one. That's my next one. And it seems like it wouldn't matter, but it does because of the way it lays and how you have to cut them. Okay, so I'm going to turn that over. That one's next. Then you should be left with two of them. One's that hard paper and one's a paper you're not going to be able to see. I want you to take the paper you can't see, because it has so much dark print on it, and that gets turned over, and then that part paper is going to be the fourth one. That's going to be turned over, okay? So now turn over that entire stack right in front of you. And now we're going to take that top one, which was the rose one, and we are going to cut out, and I'll show you too when I cut this right here. Oh, actually you can see it because that lifts up. So that's what you're going to cut out right there. So go ahead and cut out that block, that outer edge. And again, not a straight line. Question?
Shannon says, I wait for you to turn them over and match the backs.
Oh, that's a good idea, Shannon. That's actually a very good idea. I may use that tomorrow. Excellent idea.
I'm just as a base sitting next to you as if I was at home watching
this. Okay.
Live.
Can you guys hear my sister?
I'm trying to read the comments, but I'm also watching you make this.
She's very low spoken. So if I don't like the way that looks, I can come back in with my black pen.
Can we cut off the eyelashes?
Yes. Yes, you're just going to go right to the square. Cut off the eyelashes, go right to the square.
Gail lost the screen. Can you repeat?
Gail Burke. Is that Gail?
Gail is having a little bit of a...
Gail, you're lucky that we like you so much.
With the internet.
You need to call your sister, Deborah, and have her sit right next to you. Deborah, we just put these in order, okay? So this is going to be the first one. Okay? This is going to be the second one. This is going to be the third one. See, look, I'm already using that person's good idea. And this is going to be the last one, okay? So the first one I already cut out. Now the next one I'm going to cut out. And let me cut, and then I'll show you. Let me cut two sides.
Catherine says, nice you were spending sibling day with your sister.
Oh, that's true. Well, we planned it.
See that, Justine?
So on that bow tie one, which is the second one, look, if you don't know, that's where I want you to cut. I'll hold it up there for 10 seconds, guys.
Tell me about the squares. Gail is having a problem with the squares.
Gail, we're just cutting into the squares. So you need to take all 4 of your squares and lay them out like I showed you. And we're going to cut just like we do all our other, our cards, our stamps. So we have the big one. Then we have this little one. The next one I'm going to cut out is this one. Okay. And the last one. So this guy right here, if you look, there is a very, very, very dark line. And I'm going to stay real close with you guys. If you look, I want you on this dark line. Oh, this is another thing, too, that we were so far behind. And, like, anything that possibly could happen to us happened to us. Like Office Max. You know, we make masters and then take this up to Office Max and get them photocopied. Well, you know, you can't... Office Max, like, turned off their copying. We can't do that anymore. So thank God we're a good customer. And they were able to do that. But then we got scared and we're like, no, we have online class 103 and maybe 104. Just going to say maybe. I'm not going to commit. Although secretly I have commit. I just said something very important and Nancy just talked right over it. I don't know if you all heard that or not. But anyhow, we bought a laser printer so that if they do close the doors and we can't print, we could still print and get these kids done. Go ahead, Nancy. What?
You got to get it out there, huh? Somebody wants to see the bow ties.
Bow ties, here, look. And Gail Burke, look, Gail Burke. These are my 3 layers I cut so far. These are the 3 layers that you should cut. And if you don't do them in this direction, I don't care. It's just easier because it lays nicer and it's easier to see, okay? Because these are all printed papers, okay? I'm going to take it down. So the last guy is... Here I'll say, well, that's so ridiculous. The last guy is just going to be, look, this centerpiece right here. But I wanted that centerpiece because it's going to go on, look, this guy right here, and that's too dark. He's too dark. So we got to get that middle.
Tracy Neal, she heard class 104.
Hi, Tracy. Tracy, I think your son is in the room with us.
Are there any siblings that are crafting around the country together tonight in the same room?
I don't know. I know there's friends crafting around the country. I told my other sissy, the one that I told a story about last week, guys, I said, if you could watch, but I don't want you to say anything. So, Kathy, if you're in the room, you can say hi, because it is Siblings Day. So, Kathy, if you're in the room, you could say hello. And that's it, because if I allow her to say that, then she's going to keep going and going and going. Is
My
Wes still
siblings
here?
Don't craft. Kathy, neither do Jennifer's.
Yeah, Kathy Peak, mine don't craft either. My sister laughs at me. That's why she counts the jewels.
Gail and Deb are in their own homes.
I can't believe that.
Eleanor and Basil are on FaceTime.
Oh, that's fun. That's
Class
fun.
104. Cherise says, yeah.
I know. Okay, so you have all 4 of those pieces cut out. Gail's like, oh my God, no. Everybody else probably does, yes. Okay, we are going to go back to this piece. And everyone watch me just for, hold on. Let me think of something real quick. Okay, we are going to not do that. You're just going to go on these 4 pieces right now, okay? So I want you to put the first bottom 3 pieces, those lay flat. I'm sorry, back up. The 2 pieces on the bottom get flat, 2 pieces on top get flat, then that whole piece gets popped up together, okay? So I'll say it one more time. We're not in the big piece yet. 2 bottom pieces together adhered flat. The 2 top pieces together, these small guys adhered flat, and then everything is popped up. Okay?
Chrissy and Kathy, they're on together.
Oh, that's awesome.
We've got an 8-year-old helper.
Love that.
Chris and Lori and Renee are in a go-to meeting.
That's fun.
Jennifer, you were too funny. Gail and I are actually FaceTiming on one computer and have you streaming on the other.
Oh, my God.
Deb, that's funny.
Deborah, help your sister.
Okay, and Chrissy and Kathy are in their own respective homes. So
I love that.
They're following the rules.
And Chrissy and Kathy combo. Have you guys did that Kathy ever take a class from me?
Okay, Belinda wants to know one more time. She had to go and grab her Pop Dots.
Okay, Belinda.
And then Gail wants to know, what did you do with the piece on the card already?
Nothing. We're off the card, Gail. Stay off the card. So, the bottom 2 get adhered together, okay? So the bottom 2 get adhered together. The top 2 get adhered together. Then those 2 pieces are popped up on each other.
Misty and Kim are FaceTiming while they're crafting with you, so
I love that.
that's fun. Yes, Elizabeth, this counts, right? I'm watching in awe.
So I'm going to put that right on top of
Gail
here.
Burke, the square on the card.
Gail, you're killing me. I don't know what square on the card you mean, my dear. We are not, Gail, look, we are not here, and we're not on the card. We're just on these 2 small pieces, okay? Got it? Okay, so now I'm going to pop this guy on top of there. I do love you, Gail. And I know your sissy's laughing right now.
I wonder if they're having a FaceTime like our family did the other day. I can't imagine us all crafting with that.
Whoops. Okay, so bottom 2 pieces adhere together, top 2 adhere together. And then we're going to pop up that top. Hey, Rob and Chuck, are you guys with us today? Did your kid come today?
Teresa said it feels like your class is an expo.
It doesn't feel like my class at Expo, because if it was my class at Expo, we would be have to be done in 2 minutes or in 10 minutes. Here you could take as long as you want. As long as you want.
Kathy said class 101 2 weeks ago was the first class she's taken with you, but she's purchased from the 2 scrapbook expos in the Duluth.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, if you take a class from me at Expo, and everyone could chime in here, It's very, very, very fast. It's absolutely not this pace at all. This pace is Jennifer's crafting pace. Expo and CK gives us 1 hour, and my God, everything has to be done in 1 hour. Kind of crazy.
Chrissy says Kathy had never taken your class at Expo and she made her drink the Kool-Aid.
I love it.
April's got a group of friends making cards and sending them to each other.
Okay, I need everyone to be to this point because the next part we're going to have to do together because I need everyone to listen to me because it could be a little bit confusing because, of course, we're going to talk about that magnet. So everyone, you can take out that magnet. And I'm just going to wait just a couple more seconds. Oh,
Robert's a package arrived at 3.
perfect.
They are definitely fast at the Expo. Tell my story if you would like about the Expo, Chrissy says. They love your Expo classes.
I will tell my Chrissy story at the expo. Let me do, there's going to be, when we do Jules, I will tell the Chrissy story because it's a very, very
They don't finish them there. They do them at home.
funny Chrissy story. And it's, I'm sure, one that you could all relate to. But Chrissy is the only one that actually came to me and told me this story. But I know it's true.
Fast class, fast class. I almost take every class at Chantilly. Have a blast.
I love it.
Jennifer, you are a hoot.
My fingers are so crossed with Chantilly. God, that class has to go, or that show has to go. We so want that to go. We want to be back on the road. Fingers are crossed.
Sonny said that because of the time constraints, you should list them as advanced classes. Your Expos.
You know what? We do list them as advanced classes, but I don't think anybody pays attention. But that's okay. Everyone gets it done. Yes, the top one gets popped up. So the top two are together. That whole combo gets popped up on the big one, okay? But I want to continue if I can. So I'm going to give you a hard 30 seconds right now.
Stop cutting the Ziploc.
Oh, Crystal, you're wonderful.
CKC is stressful class time.
Oh, Misty, you're funny. We have so many of those, it's ridiculous.
Tracy. Jennifer's class is already 8:30 in the morning. You had to get a drink prior to noon.
That is true. You know, does everyone understand? You guys maybe not know this. Does everyone know why I teach always, always, always the last 2 classes on the first day at the end of the show, and then the first 2 classes the next day on Saturday morning? I'm the last 2 out, and then the first 2 in the morning. Does anyone know why we do that?
Kathy wants you to recycle Ziplocs. You're cutting your Ziplocs. If she saw how I recycle my Ziplocs.
Kathy, you're cute. The reason why we don't recycle, and you always tell us to recycle, is when we do kits, we do hundreds at a time, and everything is packed in hundreds. So it's easy for us to pull out hundreds and then do them that way, as opposed to, 60 something here and 43 of something there. So we like hundreds. We want you to recycle those. So does anyone guess why I teach very late the first night and very early in the morning? Oh, Catherine, you're absolutely right. Nope, Tammy, we could keep the stuff in the room all the time. But Catherine is right. We actually, I do that. You're funny, Tracy Neal. No, I do that because I want to be in the booth. Because when I am teaching, then somebody else, the person who's doing the make and take, has to run the register, and then we can't do the make and take, and people like doing that make and take. So, okay, so let's go to the next step, but I want to stay together.
Peggy said, so we can't sleep.
That's true, Peggy. And I'm sure Elizabeth is laughing too. So I want to go to this piece right here. We're talking about this piece and try not to jump the gun right here, okay? I need you just to eyeball this, okay? And if you look at this, you can see where to cut this right in half. So just go right down there. You can just see that. Like cut right in there. It does not have to be perfect. Just cut that right in half. So take your cutter and just cut that right in half. Boom, done. Okay? Now, I only want you to adhere your left side to the card. So I'm going to bring my card into play. I'm going to make sure it's the right way. And I'm only going to adhere. Everyone watch me for 15 seconds. I'm only going to adhere this left side to this left side of the card. And it's a little bit higher than center. If you look at my card, it's just a smidge higher than center. And eyeball it, okay? So you're going to put score tape on there and go just a little bit higher than center. But this has to go down just this side. Do not do the next side, just this side. And adhere that right there with your score tape.
Kim's a little nervous about cutting it in half. She says, what? Oh, boy.
How many people are drinking tonight?
You know how many people don't cut the card and then it'll be like a trick card when you send it?
Oh, here it is. And I'm going to do this right on my card so you can see it. But I don't want you guys to work on top of your project because if you screw up, then you're going to have adhesive everywhere. And again, you can tear that. But when I do that there, I like to cut that. I can't wait to tell my Chrissy story because I'm telling you, all are going to relate and you're all going to laugh.
Belinda may be drinking when she's done.
Oh, you won't be drinking. Belinda, are you keeping up? Is Sandy Johnson in the house? Okay, again, so I know I'm a score tape hog. I like score tape. I like things to stick together.
Kim's not drinking enough tonight.
Wait till we get to the next card.
Robin's drinking but not making a card.
Oh, did you not buy the class kit? Are you waiting for your class kit? Or just wanted to watch?
Sherry's got curbside margaritas because of the stay at home.
It's awesome. Oh, boy.
Maybe I should excuse myself and we can get some curbside margaritas.
Right. Okay, so again, I'm just adhering this to the left side of my card. That's all I'm doing.
Seems easier than last week.
This
Maybe
one
it's
is...
the orientation of the screen.
Yeah,
Hey.
well, yeah. That was ridiculous last week, but you guys were all troopers, like really, really, really big troopers. Okay, so this is, I want you to get to this point, and that's it. Okay, so get to that point, and that is it. That's it, that's it. I'm sure you all know where I'm going next. But just get to this point, and that's it. Okay, happy face or sad face? Can I go on?
All right.
Good.
Looks like we can go on.
Okay, perfect. No, we have not looked into Zoom. I've heard different things about Zoom. Okay, so anyhow, so now we're going to take our little square that we've been working on, and you're going to just put adhesive on one side because you are just going to adhere that right there. So no adhesive on this side because look, everyone look real quick. When this opens up, that's just open, okay? So it doesn't adhere. So we're going to put the magnet, but yeah, it doesn't adhere there. So just half there. So half of this, and you're going to put adhesive right down. Okay. You could use your, you know what? I'm going to use my tape gun.
Tracy says she thinks it's an easier shape than it was last week.
Could be.
Last class. I guess that was 2 weeks ago.
Yep. Nope. I know. Okay, put that down exactly where it's intended to go. Boom. Okay, so do we all have that down? Yes, no? Okay.
Christy said you couldn't do the class in 40 minutes.
No, you couldn't. We're doing a lot of things in these online classes that I could never, ever, ever do a convention because of the time constraints. And I love that we are able to do them like this. Okay, so I want you to open up the card, and we are only going to talk about this little piece right here because this is where we're going to put the magnet, okay? So you're going to take your magnet, and the magnet is stuck like so, and we're going to take the side that doesn't stick together, so the outside of one of these magnets, I don't care what it is, take the outside of this magnet right here, and I'm going to put some tape on it. And this is that. You could use score tape, you could use not a pop dot, but a glue dot. I'm just using this thick tape, okay, just like that. And I'm doing this a little bit different too. So I'm going to take this and turn this around, and I'm going to put this in the center, but just a little bit higher than center, just like that. So here's the back of that. There's the front. So that's going to stick just like so. So everyone go ahead and adhere that magnet.
We're one card into this class, and Tammy's looking forward to 3 and 4 classes.
That's so funny. That is so funny, Tammy. Wait till you see him. It's funny because every time I do the cards, I'm like, oh my God, I like these so much better than the last class. And I said that about this class, about 101, even though 101 was very, very lovely. And I love those cards. But we finished this week class 103. Oh, and I have to tell you something about class 103 too. And then I looked at them like, oh my God, I love them so much better than this one. In class 103, one card has 70 jewels on that, but I digress.
I was going to wonder if you were going to say that.
Yeah, 70 jewels on one card. Well, I'll tell you that. And it's a blue shade too. But this is the most important thing about 103 is that we have everything in-house. The only thing we have to do is cut and put the kits together. So our goal and our promise to you is that when you order them, and you'll be able to order them tonight starting at 11 o'clock, it's going to be delivered into your email. All orders will be shipped this Wednesday. So everybody should have them. That gives you a full week and a half to get those in your hands. But we are shipping all 103 kits this Wednesday. So yay, yay, yay. Okay, so magnet here. Now, you either have a negative or a positive sign right there. If you just peel off that negative or positive sign.
Could you please do that before you remove that? Repeat the magnet instruction.
Okay, the magnet, I'm going to say one more time. So look, the because I can only do it once. So you're going to take the outside of whatever side magnet, okay? Just pick a side, take that outside magnet. I want you to put tape on that outside magnet just like that, and then just stick it down just like that. So you have one stuck there, and then one stuck still on your card. Not stuck, but it's laying on your card. Okay? So once you have that, you're going to peel off this positive sign. You could have a negative sign there. It doesn't matter. It's still going to work. Oh, you know what? Hold on. We're not going to peel that off. Why am I confusing myself? We're not going to peel. We're not going to peel that off. You're going to put the other magnet on top of it, okay? The other magnet goes right on top of it. So there's the magnet that we had taped there. And if you take that sticker off, that's okay. This is still going to work. So take the other magnet and just jump it right on there. So it's going to go exactly where it needs to be. Yes or no signs. Did everyone get that? Perfect.
Somebody's crying.
Oh,
Couple people didn't.
okay, there's a couple people crying. Okay, I'm going to say it one more time. So those people who are confused, watch real quick, okay? I want you to take the outside of the magnet. So the magnet that doesn't have the sticker on, okay? I don't care if it's positive or negative. Just take the side that does not have the sticker on it. And I want you to put adhesive on it, and I want you to stick it right there on this little flap right there that sticks out, okay? So once you do that, you're going to take this other magnet and just let it jump on to where it needs to be. It's a little partner right there. Okay? From there, go ahead and let's put some adhesive on that. Now I'll put the adhesive on first and then jump it on there. And again, you could use a thicker adhesive or a glue dot. So I have adhesive on there. I'm going to pop that where that needs to go. And I know half of you already done the magic. So once you have adhesive on there, close this. I want this piece closed. So this piece has to be closed. Okay? Everyone watch me for 15 seconds. Everyone, regardless of where you are, everyone watch for 15 seconds. This is closed. So close this right flap, because when we close this, we're going to press this down. And when we pick this up, the magnet's going to be exactly where it needs to be. Okay? So then you have the magnetic closure. Got it? Then you're going to peel this off. And then this piece is going to lay right on top of that. But you have to make sure, though, that it lines up with that piece. So when you put it together, line up with that piece first, and then adhere that down just like that. But you are going to put some score tape or something underneath that. Okay? So line that up with this piece, and then that's going to hide that other magnet. Okay, is everyone good?
I think Rooney wanted to see that.
And again, I know too much tape. I love the tape.
Can you tape over the magnet?
You have to tape over the magnet. Yep. You don't have to.
No, I mean, can you put too much tape on the magnet and it doesn't work, or no? Not a
No,
thing?
nope. Okay. So if you want to watch me put this together, you can. I have to stand up for this. Perfect. So now we just hid the magnet.
This is really a beautiful card.
Okay, so there you go. So hopefully when you close that, it's going to be magnetized.
Does it hurt that one is cracked?
The magnet? I don't think so. If it does, though, send me an email and I'll send you another magnet. But I've never heard of that before. Okay. So now, normally we hide magnets, and obviously there's no place to hide this magnet. I mean, I guess we probably could have hid it underneath there, but the problem is this can't go much further in there because then it has to stay on this outside piece, and we only cut to there, so there wasn't enough to hide that. If this bothers you, if this drives you nuts that you see this and you don't like this, because you're gonna have to peel, it bothers me if that white plus is there. I don't want that there for sure. So I'm going to pull that off, and then the adhesive that's right behind it, so make sure that's nice and clear. If that bothers you, take a piece of scrap paper or black paper, and you could just attach it there. In fact, I will do that myself right now, even though that doesn't bother me. And the scraps that you have, you probably could use what you have, but that's okay.
Natalie says if they're, it should be fine. She uses them all the time. Cracked magnets.
Yeah,
I
strange.
didn't pack any cracked. That's all. It's strange.
Nancy or Jill Connor did the magnets too. Norma, are you in the classroom? You're being awfully quiet if you are. Again, lots of score tape I put on there. Oh, and a dog here.
She left.
Norma Webb left?
No, Rooney.
Oh.
If the magnet gets flexed too much, it'll snap in half. They still work fine.
Yeah, honestly, as much as I used magnets before, I've never had one of them snap. I believe you, but I've never experienced that. So there you go. If you want to hide your magnets,
Patricia Williams.
just like that. Oh, hi, Patricia.
She thinks her nap was a good thing. She's still wide awake.
Okay, well, I don't believe that that's going to be for very long, Patricia, but thanks. Okay, whoops. So does everyone have that there just like that? Yay. Oh my God, I think we're almost to Jules. We are to Jules. It's awesome. I love it. And this little navy, which really looks to be silver, it just gives it just a little bit more color. Folks, we're to Jules right now. Yay. Okay, so you can go into your jewel packet. And we are looking for the jewel packet that has no color. These are all crystals. Thank you, John. Oh, you know what I have? Hold on. These were for my first card that you guys already used. So for those of you who didn't do your card at home, the card at home gets the jewels that are your brownies, okay? Like they're brown taupes. So that's for your take-home card, okay? This next card, you clearly have ABs and you clearly have non-ABs. You want the non-ABs for this card. So, not the really, really, really shiny ones, but the less shiny ones. And if you look up right now, everybody, these are the ABs, real shiny. These are just the crystals. And you want to use just the crystals in this one, okay? So I'm going to put that other one to the side, but just the crystals on this one. So can we go to crystals? Is everybody ready? Oh my God, I'm looking at my fat fingers. What?
Are these comments coming down here?
Yeah, here. It's sometimes it gets stuck, so you just gotta do this. Cut that Ziploc. I didn't just because you brought that up. Okay, so you're gonna turn over your
I have no
jewels.
sound. That's not us, is it?
You should have sound. Can everybody hear me? Yes or no? Someone says they have no sound. We've done nothing over here, so you should be able to hear me. So you have 22 big ones. That sounds kind of bad.
The crystal, this is, they seem to have color to them. The crystals are the ones that don't look like they have reflections of the colors.
Correct. So the ones we're using here are the ones that don't reflect the colors. They're just straight crystal. So the ones that look more shiny or they reflect the colors, that's going to be, oh good, everyone has sound. That's going to be for our second card, okay? So just get the one that is not reflective, the crystal ones.
Is there any other way to tell an AB from another crystal?
Just you could just tell.
Problem with the magnet sticking on the right won't release.
Lee, if the magnet is not sticking where it should stick, maybe unglue it because you may have glue underneath one of those stickers. So peel off that glue, which you can with your fingers, and then just adhere where you're supposed to adhere with that magnet. If that does not make sense, let me know.
Kim had to leave, so she's confused on the piece that you put on the back of that magnet. You just did that for, because you wanted to. So she doesn't know what that piece was.
Kim, this piece went on the back of this magnet only because if it bothered you to see it, which it didn't, I just showed you what you could do. You could take one of your extra scrap sheets that you have from cutting this out and then just hide it. Just put it right there. So then they can't see the magnet, so it's just going to be hidden.
And then she wants directions on the crystals again, so make sure everybody's got the right crystals.
Okay, so crystals, who wants, Lee or Kim?
It's Kim again.
Okay.
She had to bounce out and come back in. And everyone can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, so the crystals that we are using are not the really, really shiny ones. Those are for the second card. They are the ones that are not so shiny, okay? And there's only two sizes, 5 millimeter and 3 millimeter. And you should only have 4 3 millimeters and 22 5 millimeters. So I'm going to use my glossy accents again with this tip. And if there's a Sue F in the room, I got your email right before I went on today. I think you ordered the wrong bottle of glossy accents. You ordered the bigger bottle of glossy accents. You wanted this bottle of glossy accents. I'll get in contact with you tomorrow. So for those of you who have this glossy accents, let me show you glossy accents 101, okay? Question?
Elizabeth says that the crystal AB is
Iridescent.
iridescent.
Okay? So this comes off like this. Everyone watch, okay? It can come off right here, but I don't want it to come off right there. It comes off right here at the top. Just this top piece comes off, okay? And this little poker thing, this is what makes it from not clogging. This goes right back in there, and that's what makes that not clog, okay? So I'm going to use my Crystal Katana and the glossy accents. Now, I want to start, let's do this middle first, because you only have 4 small ones, and everyone watch real quick. The 4 small ones are going to go right in this, well, look, right in the center. 1, 2, 3. No. Hold on. They're going to go, yeah, don't put this in the center because you only have 4 of them. I want them to go, I'm still in the little piece, top, middle, bottom, middle, side, middle, okay? So top, middle, bottom, middle, side, middle. Those are the little guys. Okay, so go ahead and let's put the little guys on.
Cameron, so if I ordered the big bottle, I have the wrong kind?
You don't have the wrong kind, but the little guy is, no, you have the right kind. It's just 3 times the size of this little guy. And that little guy is what we put that tip on for you. So just hold that tight. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Kathy told them same kind, different size.
Yeah, it is the exact same kind, different size. And if you screw this up in the middle ones, and you put these smaller ones on the edges, that's okay too. For those of you who don't know about a katana, you're just touching the jewel, and you release it right on the glossy accents. Touch the jewel, and it releases right on the glue, the glossy accents, okay? So, can I have everyone's attention for like 15 seconds, because you have 22 jewels left, and let me show you where they go. So everyone look at me for 15 seconds. Here we go. You're gonna put the big ones in the corners, 4 corners there, 1 right in the center, and then stay right here. Put 1 in this loop-de-loop, 1 in this loop-de-loop, down here, 1 in this loop-de-loop, 1 in this loop-de-loop. Then the extras, you're gonna close your card, and let me bring my first card into play. You're gonna close your card, and you're just gonna put them sporadically, and I put like them in the center of flowers, down the outside of one card, and down the one flap, and down the outside of the other flap. You have probably 2 extra crystals in case you put some, in case you overload the front, okay? But that's why I want you to do these 4 first, then these 2, and then these 2, because the rest are going to go on either sides of these, okay?
How many of the small ones should I have? I only have 3.
You should have 4. I would say look around, because you should have 4.
I would agree with that.
And if you don't have them, you could send me an email, and I could send you one in the mail. Seems like you guys are quiet tonight. Is everyone still good? You're probably sick of spending Friday nights with me. And again, I'm just touching, whoops. I'm just touching the tip and sticking around the glossy accents. Be careful around these little swirlies, guys, that you don't accidentally get the glue and close your card.
It seems that people love spending Friday nights with you.
But you're all quiet.
Can you show the placement again?
The placement of, the jewels? Okay, I'm going to show the placement one more time, guys. So I'm going to bring my card, my first original card in a position right here, okay? So the little guys, you have 4 of them. I went top, middle, and in the square, top square, middle top, middle bottom, middle side. And then the big ones I have on each corner, 1 in the center, then 2 up here, 2 down here. Then the rest are going to even distribute it half on this side, half on this side. And I put them like in the middle of flowers all the way down my card. Whoops.
They want to hear the story.
The story. You're all going to relate to this story.
Donna's been looking forward to this all week.
So, that's so nice, Donna. I've been looking forward to it all week too, except it was just a hard week to get here. And we just tried to be so good, and just some things just backfired on us, which I hated. So this is my Chrissy story. So Chrissy came up to me, this was in Georgia. Chrissy came up to me last year, and she goes, okay, I have to tell you, and I'm going to tell you right now that everyone's going to kind of relate to this. I took your class 3 years ago, and you were so mean to me, and you rushed me, that I said, I don't like her. I'm never going to take another class again from her, and I never bought anything from your booth because I just didn't like you. And I said, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I said, but I am an acquired taste, but most people, once they get it, they learn to love me. So she said this because she had just got through taking another one of my classes, and she goes, well, this year I decided, and this was last year, or 2 years ago. This year, I decided that I was going to try you again and take another class. And oh my God, I just love you, and I love you, and I love you, and I love you, and I understand it, and I get it, and I love you. And I won't tell you how much money she spent in the booth, but she was like everybody else. And since then, she is like our biggest cheerleader, our biggest fan. But it's just funny because She was somebody who came up to me and said she couldn't stand me the first time she met me, which I will admit, because of the speed that I have to go sometimes I'm a little bit hard to swallow. I think people would agree to that. But that's my Chrissy story.
Barbara said some of us even spent a week with you on a cruise.
That's true. Hi, Barbara Gavin. I don't even have to look up.
Tanya said the rubber tip broke off of the katana. Is that normal?
No, that's not normal. Whoever said that their rubber tip broke off the katana, that's not normal at all. I've been using mine now for 4 years. I've never had it break off. This is what I want that person to do. I want that person to snap a picture of it and send it to me. And you can email it to info@stamplistic.com and just send me that picture, okay? Let me see it. So look, I'm no rhyme or reason where I'm putting these jewels. I'm just going in the center of flowers and things and just sticking them on. And I have one more left. So just depending on how you cut your paper.
Angela King loves you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Carol forgot to cut the white down. Like she missed that part. Now she has a white line, but it still looks okay.
Good. That's fine. I'm sure it looks fine. Angela, did you guys register for crop yet? We actually have a lot of people registered already. I think we're up to 20, which is kind of crazy. And our cruise, I think, has 14.
You lost one.
I know. Well, I'm trying to get in the. Oh, did I just put the glue down? I think I did. And there is your card.
You should put some money in it and give it to your sissy for Siblings Day.
Does everyone hear Nancy sitting next to me? Did everyone hear that comment? Let me turn it around the way it's supposed to be. That glossy accents is just going to take a little bit to dry. Doesn't that look like it would be a nice, elegant wedding card, too? I just love it.
Misty adores you. She didn't have to acquire your taste. It's the first class she took with you.
That's flippin' awesome.
I
Open.
met you at Colorado Expo.
Open.
I took Thursday night class. I was
That's right.
obsessed. I shopped your booth.
It's
I
awesome.
can hear you. Nancy should talk louder. Okay, Peg.
Yeah, she should talk louder.
Peggy, I asked if she was going to put money in the card and give it to me for Siblings Day. But there hasn't been an answer yet.
So that's done. Yay. Beautiful, no? Easy? Are we all good? Gail, how are you doing? Lee, is this good for you? Is Beth Schneider even in the room? I asked before.
She has not said anything.
Oh, I guess she's not in the room.
Maybe she'll do West Coast tomorrow. Elizabeth, no, I meant me. Maybe the next card will be Kathy.
Right. Okay, Peggy.
This card is awesome.
It is awesome. And it's fun, guys, honestly, because the paper really, 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 really spoke to me. And I thought, oh my God, this would be great. And this is one of those huge, huge stamps that people don't know what to do a lot of. And it just fit perfectly there. I just loved it. Isn't that great? Okay, can I put that to the side and go on to the second card? That only took us an hour and a half. Yay!
Deborah said Gail's not done yet. Oh, Misty loves Suzanne in Denver, too. Great card. We'll get it right next time.
Deb, where's Gail stuck at? That is very, 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 very funny, Mary Beth. That's hilarious. And again, for those of you who love this paper, we do have it on our website. And we actually have it in stock, too. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to go to our next card.
Is there a Christmas stamp that would work for this card?
Ooh, is there a Christmas stamp? Elizabeth, you could jump in here, too, and help. Okay, I'm going to answer this two ways. First of all, you could use our stocking on this. You could use our boots on this. You could use actually a lot of things on this. But think of it this way, and a lot of people don't do this.
Gail's gluing crystals.
Oh, that's good that she's gluing crystals. And a lot of people don't think of this. And actually, I'm going to give you a little sneak preview. Next week, we're going to be doing a little something, something. Not that you have to buy a kit, but next week, we're going to be doing something that I'm going to address this issue. This just like this could very easily be a Christmas card. The only thing that you have to do is just change your paper to Christmas colors. So as soon as you change this to Christmas colors, this could even stay gray if you want, but as soon as you change this to Christmas colors, it becomes a Christmas card. So you can do the same exact card in pastels and it becomes a spring card. You could do it for the 4th of July. I don't know how many people give out 4th of July cards, but if you could do it in 4th of July colors, it becomes a 4th of July card. So just by changing the color of your printed paper or your cardstock is going to give you a totally different look. And a lot of people can't think like that when they see these stamps. But honestly, this stamp you could use in many ways. Look at that. That could be an easy holly berry thing.
Do you have a poinsettia?
We do have a poinsettia.
Okay, Anne-Marie.
It's actually our number one, well, it's close to our number one seller. And the die is actually our number one selling die, really. Well, the peacock is too. But yes, we do have a poinsettia. Okay, so I'm going to card 2. And card 2 is this. Now, I'm going to just tell you right out of the gate that this is a card that was affected by the coronavirus, meaning you see all these beautiful black dots? They didn't have black dots, but they didn't have enough because we made so many kits. So we had to go to silver dots. And silver dots look just as beautiful as these black ones. However, 2 days ago, we got our shipment and we do have black dots in. So if anyone really wants these black dots, they are not on our website. There's no picture, but they're on our website. You get a whole strip for, I think it's $2.40, but we do have the black on there. So if you really want to buy them, you can buy them. But we do have, we are going to use silver, shiny silver, which is going to be just as nice. Okay, so I need to reach out and get my kit.
Kathy Peak got Christmas stamps today in the work. She named all of them.
It's perfect.
Poinsettia, beautiful. Everyone loved that card. That was a great looking card.
I can't believe you all love that so much. That's great.
I had fun watching it.
It's so funny. I'm glad you all liked it. I'm excited to show you 103, and we're not even done with 102 yet. So take out your next thing. For those of you who are in the scrap pack, oh my God, wait till you see the thing that we're going to send out to you. And I'll show that to you. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. I'm going to show that to you at the end. So here is our crop information. And Miss Chrissy herself, is Chrissy still in the room? Say yes if you are Chrissy. She may come to Croptoberfest, the one that, had to take me with the pill 4 years ago. And then our cruise too. I'm telling you, both of those things are very fun. Okay, so here's our bits and pieces.
Are these cut above stamps that we are using tonight?
None of these are cut above. Nope, none of these are cut above. Not even the one at home. None of these are cut above. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this in the frame for a hot second. And some of you, I'm gonna tell you right now. Oh, good. I'm glad I got the other one. Some of you, for words, either have celebrate or congrats, which I think kind of mean the same thing. So we were just able to do 2 at a time. So if you don't have celebrate, you have congrats. And we only had to stick with those 2 words because number 1, they kind of mean the same thing, and number 2, they were almost the same exact width. But I digress on that. Don't do anything with this yet, okay? I just want to say, I want to point this out in case some of you have congrats, and you'll be like, I don't have celebrate. Same thing. Put that to the side, though, okay? So let's get out our card base. Can I go? Is everyone good? I want to get out our card base.
Sherry will be at the retreat.
Yes, you will, Sherry.
And
you're going to love it. You really are.
Belinda's brave enough to design her own finally now.
That's good.
These cards have given her bravery.
That's awesome. And seriously, Belinda, isn't it easy? I mean, it really, truly is easy. It's just layered paper. In fact, it's so easy that we're probably not even going to have a card or a class 104. I'm convinced of it. So this card is going to open up from side to side. It has to open up from side to side. So both of these cards, I gave you no choice the way it opens. Have to open from side to side. You're going to take your black sheet of paper, which is 6 by 6, and you're going to adhere that to your front of your card. I don't care if you see the front of your card like that. I don't care if you see the front of your card like that. I don't care if this is on the side, you see the front of your card like that. I just want you to adhere this black printed paper on the front of your card in whatever direction that you think it's supposed to go, okay? And this is where I have to get it all on my score tape. You know I like to score these things.
Sandy doesn't understand the challenge.
Sandy Johnson? Sandy McFarland. Can you please explain the challenge again? Yes, I will explain the challenge again because The challenge worked so well this time that we're going to do it again for class 103. So as I score tape this, I'm not going to waste time. I'm going to tell you about the challenge.
Patricia Williams needs class 104, and I have a feeling we're going to get more comments here too.
You're so funny. I can't believe you're up, Trish. Oh my God, I love it. Are you keeping up, Trish? So anyhow, so the let's talk about the Make It Home card. So you all had a Make It Home card, which is that first card in your kit, and that could be somebody who doesn't even have a card kit; they're just watching. And you had a choice. Don't you like how we kind of set that up for you folks? You could either A, open up our colored picture and do the card exactly the way we did it, or B, we tell you not to open up the colored picture, and I think we hit it very well. And the challenge is for you to do anything you wanted with those pieces and parts. The only thing that you had to do is you had to use all the pieces and parts, but other than that, you could add to it however you wanted to. And then, this morning at 6 o'clock, I had posted a Facebook feed or a post that said, okay, you can post your card that you made. Because I didn't want anyone to post it before today because I didn't want to skew anybody's, design process. So you are going to do that again for 103. And again, it's totally up to you. And you're going to have more time because as I said, we're going to get these card kits out to you definitely on Wednesday.
Can we interrupt you for one moment?
Yes, interrupt
if
me.
If you've got a blop on a glossy accent, how do you fix that?
Okay, here, I'm gonna assume. Do you mean a blop? If you mean a blop on your card, take your finger and wipe it off. If you mean a blop, and I'm gonna give a blop right here on purpose. If you mean a blop like this, all on your tip like that, okay, whoops, let me get in the frame, like that. Just take your fingers and don't pull out that silver thing. Just take your fingers like this and just wipe off the glue. That's it.
And why do you use score tape rather than a tape gun?
I like score tape always to put on my bases. It is, I swear to God, it's just preference. That's all it is. That's all that is. Score tape because it's nice and heavy, and I like to put, big honking things on the front of my card. Lots of jewels, lots of paper. So I just like that to be a little bit more sturdy. But as long as you have a sturdy tape like that, you're going to be fine, just as fine too. So I was in the middle of saying something. Oh, for the take-home card. So on 3, you're going to have it again. And I'm telling you, you guys did such a great job. So if anyone looks at that Facebook link, and if you haven't yet, my God, you should, because I can't believe some of the designs you guys did. People uploaded their pictures today, which we'll do again next week. And again, I'm going to ask you not to do that until I put that Facebook post up, which will be 2 weeks from today. And they're all nice. Well, this is a nice bright card. They're all nice and bright, 103. But this one's like really, really shiny. Any other questions?
Luke and Leah says where it gets bigger than the crystal, but I don't know if that's a question.
Say it again?
Where it gets bigger than the crystal. I don't know if that was a question. And they're saying, why is the big thing not the right thing of the glossy accents? Because it doesn't come with the black tip?
Okay, this is the thing with the glossy accents. This glossy accents right here, this is $2.50, the tip is $5. If you order the $6 big bottle of glossy accent, that does come with a tip. The bottle is $6, and again, that top is $5, so instead of $7.50, you're paying, $11? Which is fine, that's absolutely fine. But we gave you the less expensive one, because this really is going to last you a long time. And because of that, we just said we'll put the tip on. So I think 2 people bought the big ones by accident. If you did, and you don't want those big ones, just email me, and we could either talk about the tip or get that back from you.
About the block of glue was the crystal.
Okay, so if you have too much glue on your card with that glossy accents, you're just going to take your finger and wipe that off and start all over again. I do that actually a lot. I can't believe Justina's still watching this.
Where do you see her?
Right up there.
Okay, Lakina said it oozes around the crystal, then I can't get it off. Does it dry shiny? I was wondering if there's a quick way to get it off before it dries.
No, just take your finger and wipe that off.
Around the circle?
it sounds like you put too much glue on there, followed by then your crystal on top. At that point, don't wipe anything off because your crystal is still on there, so just keep it on there. It will dry a little bit shiny, but that crystal is going to shine too, so hopefully it's not going to matter. In the future, if you have too much glue on there, just with your finger, wipe it off. Okay, I hope that makes sense.
And then Sue wants to know if the black...
Sue, the black tip does not fit that. It comes with a pink tip. And we could talk about that. We could send you out that big tip, and I could show you how to put that on. Maybe I'll show everybody how to do that on 103, how to put those tips on, because they are kind of hard, and I don't understand why, but they are kind of hard. So maybe we'll do that. Okay, so does everybody have happy face or sad face? Does everybody have their printed black paper on the front of their card?
Belinda's suggesting a poker tip around the crystal to get that on.
Yeah, that probably is a good idea, Belinda, but this is the problem, because the glossy accents dry so quick, then you just have one big mess. It's like, I don't know, what's it called when you're going down the rabbit's hole? You either just have to wipe it off or just let it be, because once you keep wiping it off, once that crystal's on there, the crystal's going to move, then it's going to start to dry, and then you're going to have that glue all over the place. So it really is like going down a rabbit's hole. Okay, everyone's saying that they have their printed paper on. Perfect. Now, you are going to have to cut 2 inches off just from the open side of your card. Do not cut off the back part of the card. You're going to open up your card and just cut off 2 inches, okay? So open up your card and just cut off 2 inches.
Saying a toothpick, so if you catch it before it dries. A pointy Q-tip.
I still don't know I still don't know if I would do that. I would try to catch it right away and then do it.
Not leave it alone.
And then I would leave it alone, yes.
Can you refill the small bottle of glossy accents?
You absolutely
have to buy the entire bottle again.
You absolutely. Hey guys, stop. If you haven't already cut, this is 1.5 inches, not 2 inches. If you've already cut, that's okay too. This is just going to be a little bit over. But if you haven't cut, this is 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches if you haven't cut. If you have, like I said, it's not the end of the world. Actually, let me ask you. Has anyone cut it at 2 inches? Because if anybody has, then I'll cut mine at 2 inches. So tell me if anyone's cut that at 2 inches. You're going to have to say yes or no, not type, because I don't know what the hands up are telling me that people cut them at 2 inches.
I think that means they did. I think that's about the timing. They're cutting them at 2 inches.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to do mine at 2 inches.
The whole class cut before you did.
The whole class is everything before I do, because I'm very, very slow with this.
They're all cutting class.
Ha ha ha. Okay, 2 inches. It's fine. It's so fine, it's ridiculous. Okay, so now let's take these guys. You have a big strip, and you have a small strip, okay? Now, we used, and I didn't have this up there, we used that punch that we, similar to last week. Looks like this. I did not put this up on our website. I will probably before the end of the night, because we're having a problem right now getting these punches from American Crafts. In fact, some of you, if you got these, we only had 4 in stock, but some of you who ordered them are waiting on them. It may be a little bit, but I promise we're all over American Crafts. I will put this up, but just know that if you get this, it'll probably ship at a later date.
I liked that last week. That excited me.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was neat.
Okay, so I have a sticker maker. If you have a sticker maker, I'm going to throw that right in there. Pull this through. There's sticker 1. If you don't have a sticker maker, just use any type of adhesive you prefer.
This was another thing last week I saw I want to buy. I have no idea what I'd use it for, but it just
I know.
Very cool.
I love the sticker maker. I think the sticker maker is something that you have and people forget about it. And my God, you could use this all the time. So once you adhere that, whether it be a sticker maker or your own adhesive, look at my card real quick. I want the big one on the inside of the card, but it's going to show through all the way butted up to the side, and that smaller one then on the fold side of the card. So you go ahead and attach those. Oh, I gotta do this. I'm too far away. I'm trying to stay in screen.
That is just so cool. I don't even understand how it works. It's like a magic show.
That's Nancy, who, of course, does not craft.
Yeah, but I'd like to make a sticker.
But it is a magic show. And look, that's cut off a little bit too much, or it's overhang, so I'm just going to cut that. Not a big deal. Chrissy. Nancy is hilarious. Nancy is funny. Nancy is very, very, very quick-witted. She is the one that came up with your saying on the tote. In fact, the saying was so good on the tote that I was like, oh my God, we have to get those totes made. So the saying was thought up first, and then I was like, we got to do it. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to bring in my little guy, and I'm just going to chop this edge off. Well, you know what? I'm going to do it with my scissors.
And as a non-crafter, I know about the space because I've attended the crops and I've seen all of you and the sprawl that you require.
That's true. For those of you who were at Croptoberfest last year, you do remember Nancy. So there's the base of our card, and look, that 2 inches is not going to matter at all. Yeah. In fact, if anything, you could have your, I'm jumping the gun. Okay, so first one, this is called Grandma's Pearls. I love this stamp. You're going to take up this one, and you're going to cut out that entire outside image. So go ahead and cut out this entire image. Chrissy, what is your sister's name? Kathy? Is Kathy enjoying herself? I know you dragged her into taking this class.
That was me, Deborah.
What was?
Stuck at home like a Pop Dot.
Okay. Yes, that was her. Did Deborah ask if you said that?
Yep.
Yes, it was. Of course it was her.
I can tell when she likes something because I'll say it and she'll get a little smirk and I know it'll be used. You could ask Justine, it flies out of my mouth and they'll look at each other and just wonder why I'm sitting there thinking these things up.
Like I said, she's the one that comes up with a lot of our names. It's hard to name things, believe it or not.
God, I have space.
Hmm?
Not me. I'd have a piece of paper, a Pop Dot, and that sticker maker. Although I love what did I use at the crop?
Gilding polish.
Gilding
and wax.
polish. I was at that table for 2 hours. I couldn't believe it. That was another magic show moment for me. All of you are very talented. Very talented. Outstanding. This is a pain to cut.
It's not.
Chrissy doesn't like cutting.
Chrissy, this is not a pain to cut because, number one, it's not straight lines. You could make mistakes.
Robin wants to know, why do you cut all around the image before actually cutting it?
Oh, because it just makes it easier to hold in my hand. See, it's right here. I could just hold it in my hand much easier.
Kim, I bought the top of the gilding wax, LOL. Still in the package. Oops.
Oh, get that out. We're going to be doing a demo on the gilding wax coming up soon. I'll talk about that later. Nothing that you have to buy, but I'm gonna fulfill your Friday night next night, not with a class, but with something else. Crafting with Jen. You're all probably sitting there saying, my God, can you just cut that out quicker? I told you I'm a slow cutter. Now, because look, does everyone see, let me get in the frame. Does everyone see right here how I have it's not cut to the black line? By using that black marker, I'm going to fill that in so it looks like I cut right to the black line.
Oh, Anne Marie, fussy cutting is relaxing.
It is relaxing. I totally agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. So again, right next to this, I'm going to take my time because I can't tell you how many times I've done this fast. And then I have a black line across my project. But you get to see how striking this is. Here, let me show you again. Here, look right there. So you can see this is outlined. This is not. See, just see how striking that is?
Or is it not?
Here, this is all outlined and this is not. So you see some pink there.
Oh. And why is that?
That's because I cut through the line.
Okay.
This looks like everybody is perfect.
So if you're not a very good cutter, do you use a thicker marker?
No. No, not at all. In cutting, you get better with cutting as you go along. Cutting is definitely a practice skill. Perfect. Love it. I probably should have like a wipey there or something. Okay.
Sold out everywhere.
The next one is this. You're funny. The next one is this one. Can I go on? Yes or no?
How did Stamplistic get started?
Oh my heavens.
Well, we know how it grew,
Okay.
and it was all you.
You're nuts. It's not a great story, but I'll tell you that story. Okay, everyone's saying yes, I could go on. Yes, I could go on. Okay, so I want everyone to look at me because you don't have to cut this perfect, okay? But I need you to understand before you start to cut, okay? So this next piece that we're cutting is going to be this piece right here, okay? So only the loops are going to show. We're going to cut another piece, this middle piece that's going to go on top of those loops, which means you can cut all the way into here and all the way up because no one's going to see that. So you just need to see these loops because this other piece is going to go on top. So if that does not make sense, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this outside loop, and I'm going to cut right now in the air. I'm going to cut this outside loop. And again, it's going to show right to there, right to this guy. But because I'm going to put something on there, I can go all the way into the middle of this, turn this around, and then come back up that loop. But I got to find that loop. And then come back up this loop. So I don't have to be perfect. And I'll show you what I mean here in a second. Let me just cut this off. Just like that. See how I went all the way down? I think I just whacked off the side of my loop.
When you designed this card, how many of these did you cut until you went, yeah, that's what I want, big, little, big, little?
That is a very, 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 very good question. And the answer
That was
to
my question, actually.
Oh.
I didn't even read that.
that is hilarious.
I'm telling you, I find this interesting. I really do. I don't sit and watch you that often.
Okay, so everyone heard Nancy's question, I'm sure. Sometimes, like for example, well, I don't know. No. This one, I just cut it. This one, it came to me right away. This one flew out of my mind. Now, the thing with this, what you're cutting right now, all those loop-de-loops, you can cut out every single one of those layers if you wanted to. But I thought, my God, we're going to be here till 3 o'clock if we did that. But your take-home card in 2 weeks, your make-it-home card, you might have something very similar. So for those of you guys who want to go crazy, you can go crazy. And again, we're going to mail those on Wednesday. So you really should have those kits. So again, if everyone wants to look at my piece, that's what you're cutting. And I did whack off a little piece right there, but that's okay. It really is okay. And I'm not just saying that. It really is okay.
You should call it the quarantine card, because really you are making that one alone.
Okay. Does everybody hear her?
They're all make it home. We're
Yeah.
just doing it together.
The quarantine card. You got to talk louder, because if they don't... This is what she does at work, guys. It's like a bad husband. Her children just roll their eyes at her now. She's very quick-witted.
Norma, your grandkids were here and I forgot.
Oh, is that Norma Webb?
Yep.
Norma, I've asked where you were several times. Are you going to join us tomorrow? Just join us tomorrow, Norma. And why are those grandchildren visiting you?
Well, it's Easter.
You should be in quarantine. Is everybody waiting for me to get through cutting?
I just saw about 50 laughs, so I think that they're still laughing at the quarantine card.
Oh. I am not going to go on my black marker with that. You know why? Because I'm just going to be too lazy about this. If you want to do your black marker, you can.
Ones we're doing together are socially distanced. Deborah is still cutting.
So we have a few people who are still cutting. Okay, I'm going to go on to the next part because this is going to take me a long time too. This little piece gets popped up directly on top of this piece. So pop dots on the back, it gets popped out right there. And you know I'm going to do this because I'm going to use a lot of pop dots because again, we like our pop dots.
Carol White is a slow cutter.
I'm a slow cutter too, Carol. I really am.
I'd be cutting into tomorrow's session.
Some people do.
No, I mean, I would literally be sitting there until it picked up where I left off.
I know everyone has pop dots that they use, but there is black thin pop dots, which are half the size of these. So they don't give you that much of a pop. It's just a little thinner pop. In class 103, we are going to use thin black pop dots. You can take that down. Oh, Kristen Bell, nice card. It just popped up on her screen. We are going to use thin black pop dots. However, I know that a lot of you guys don't have them, so we're actually in your kits going to give you a pack of thin pop dots. Because one of the cards...
Stock and pop dots because of you.
Yes, you do. You should buy stock and pop dots.
And Taco Bell because of me.
Oh my God. So thin pop, we're going to send you thin pop dots because there's one aspect of the card next week that you're going to want thin pop dots. I like things sturdy. I tell you when I'm in class, and some of you guys like put 2 pop dots on. I'm like, no, you need a couple more of those.
Shannon wants to know, are we going to come up with a coronavirus or stay-at-home quarantine stamp?
You know what? I don't think so. Only because, you know, obviously we're all sitting here and we're all very healthy, but there's some people that have it and like are dying about it and passing away. I just don't think that, you know, a fun crafting stamp would be something that we want to commemorate. I can't say the word. Commemorate this time about. So that's why we're just making these lovely cards.
Maybe a first responders card or something.
Okay, now you're giving me a challenge.
Well.
Okay. Here's pop dots, pop dot AAA plus. And again, you're going to turn this over and you're going to put it exactly on top of where it needs to be. Oh, you know what?
Alicia's
That's okay.
getting an email.
Just like that.
Alicia Berkeley, we're going to buy the next kit. At 11 o'clock, you're going to get an email.
Yes, you're going to get an email at 11 o'clock to buy 103. And we did not sell out of 102, although I got to tell you, we only have a few left. That is it. Let's see, why do we need so many pop dots? Right. We only have a few left, and we're making the same amount of kits for 103. And again, when they're gone, but we do think we have enough.
Elizabeth, you know why. Keep your feet on the ground.
Seriously, with a happy face, and I don't even need sad faces if you don't do this. And Elizabeth, you don't have to answer because I know what your question is or your answer is. But how many people right now, after seeing me do this, now we're using these many Pop Dots? I bet you we don't have too many people say happy face. I'm just curious. Because once you start, you just never go back. Get on my handy dandy tweezers.
Yeah, a little.
Oh, come on.
Oh, someone cried.
I don't believe any of you guys.
A couple people are crying. They do not use that many Pop Dots.
Okay, so I'm going to hear this.
Belinda uses a ton.
Good.
Katie always uses that many.
Oh, is that my Katie, Miss Duran Duran Katie?
Katie Walker?
Yeah, it is. Katie
Trisha's
Walker, wait a minute. Katie
Trisha's-
Walker, that is my Miss Duran Duran, correct? Because I'm going to tell a funny story about you, too. And why I call her Miss Duran Duran. And look, guys, I'm going to show you my imperfections, and you're not even going to see this. Except I'm going to show it to you. Look, I chopped that off right there, but it doesn't bother me because you're really not going to be able to see it. I mean, you can, but you're not.
Yep, it's Katie.
Okay, so Katie, I call her Miss Duran Duran because this lady is nuts. I love her. She's nuts. She has been to how many Duran Duran concerts? You have to answer. I think it's like 82, but I'm going to let her answer. I don't know how anyone can go to 82 Duran Duran concerts, but I think the band even knows her by name. Okay, so you're stuck with these little guys. One has pink, big flowers on it. One's like a lighter pink. Does everyone see the difference? I want the lighter pink for the next step. So I want this one on the right. Not the one with the dark leaves, the one that's straight pink, okay? So I want straight pink. Everyone look up so they could see. I want straight pink. Did Katie answer how many?
Not yet, but we've got a ton of Pop Dot users, so if next week's kid's going to be...
So you are going to cut... Well, you're going to get thin Pop Dots in your kit for sure, because I want everyone to try those, because they're good in some places.
Robin wants to know, why do you bend the bottom before adhering the next layer?
I bend it. You know why I bend it? I bend it because with all those Pop Dots, it tends to curl up. So if I bend it, I'm making it flat. So I'm laying a flat piece on as opposed to like a bendy piece up. I think it's easier to put a flat on than everything bending up.
Susanna, do you give these cards away? If you spend this much time making a card for someone, you want it to stay together, but I don't think any of you share these cards.
My sister laughs because we make all these cards and I never send them to anybody. I tell you that at class all the time too. I never send these cards away. I should, now that I have like 3 of each card after the master and then, doing 2 at the class. Okay, so everyone look. This is that pink you're going to cut. You're going to love this cut, Chrissy. You're going to cut those loop-de-loops all the way around. Okay? Does everyone see that? Those loop-de-loops all the way around.
Andrea, 76 concerts.
Yeah, that's crazy. 76 Duran Duran concerts. I don't think I've been to 76 concerts in my life. Like, that's just crazy.
Thank you, Judy.
Did Judy just give you a compliment?
The whole staff loves everything. Loved the tote. Made the day. Whoever made the saying. She's loving these classes. You're doing a great job. Kudos to your whole staff, which is true.
Kudos to my whole staff. I'm telling you what. Nancy works part-time for us. And I give her credit because she did work a lot this week. But between Justine, Peggy, and myself, I mean, I'm serious. We're like in quarantine with our families, and then we come and we quarantine with ourselves. We really, it was nuts. It was so nuts last week. I mean, just everything we had to get out the door. But this week, like I said, we're going to promise
some people
you.
are giving these cards away.
Some people do give the cards
They
away.
make their envelopes on their own. I've given away my cards from the first class.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Okay, look, I'm going to show you what I'm cutting. So if anyone's confused, Gail Burke, look up. This is what I'm cutting right here. Okay? Hey, Elena, how are you doing? Are you following me okay? And speaking about that, too, we have envelopes. We sell now 6x6 envelope packs. No, they're 6 1/4 by 6 1/4 that I want to show you. Fit our cards perfectly. Here, let me take this big one that we just did, right, this one. And look how well this fits. Watch it not fit. Wouldn't that be hilarious?
This one's for Catherine.
What's one's for Catherine?
She's wondering how to send these away in the envelopes.
Oh.
She usually makes her own.
Oh. You know what? This is stuck. Hold on.
Come on, OJ.
Did you hear, Nancy, what she just said? Come on, OJ, because if the card doesn't fit in the envelope, get it? Again, this is what happens all day long. So, look, it fits perfectly. And look how big that card was. And this is also in our online 102 or online class tab. Okay, so we now have those cards or envelopes.
Karen keeps the cards she makes in class, and then she makes others to give away to people.
Oh, that's funny. See, I would do the opposite because the class one you're doing is probably the first time you're making it, unless you're not using real Swarovski crystals. And then, of course, that's why you want to keep it. Did everyone hear my sisters, if the glove doesn't fit, comment and understand that if the card doesn't go in the envelope? Did anyone catch that?
Do you know if those envelopes, what it cost to mail that?
I don't know.
Nice, Kate. If it fits, it ships.
That is very funny. That's good.
I love it.
I don't know what it costs to ship. I do not. Because remember, I don't sell my cards.
And if it doesn't fit into the shadow box, it goes for you to stare at forever. Basil loves the envelopes. Just received them in an order.
Good. Okay, now this one, because it was so loopy, I am going to go back in there with my black pen.
Carol had a hard time cutting.
Carol?
Donna says you have to be a certain age to get her OJ comment.
Really? I think everybody knows that.
Rebecca said I think that, yeah. Andy would know. Postage varies by weight. It will flex in the middle. Most expensive one I ever mailed was 91 cents. Says
Oh, that's not
Elizabeth.
bad. 91 cents is not bad at all. Okay, this guy, let's just keep going, okay?
Can you please show a close-up of what you were cutting right now?
Right there.
She cut around the scalloped edges, and I think she saw you cutting around the little circles.
Yeah, don't do the, oh, you know what? Boy, I am really screwing up, guys.
We've got a 23-year-old that knows the OJ reference.
This is horrible. That's funny. Okay, I cut that out wrong. So this is what I'm going to do. Look, you are supposed to cut around the scallops. I cut around right here. See, look, I'm off my game tonight. I'm apologetic about that. That's horrible. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to recut that one for my middle one right here. So if you followed me off the cliff, you're going to switch that around too. If you didn't follow me off the cliff, then resume. But I'm going to take this one and cut it the right way, which is that scalloped edge, which is the one out here. Good catch.
Who was that? I couldn't see who that was.
I don't know, but
Anne Marie is shipping this 6.5 by 6.5 for $1. I guess it would depend how many pop dots you have on it, right?
well, that is true. You know what sucks about me just making that mistake is now you got to sit there all over again as I cut this.
Debbie cut the scallops. Well, I mean,
This
I
is
like that you made a mistake because you're still going to make it beautiful. And
well, and this is what I tell you guys in class all the time too. They're honestly, you cannot make a mistake with our stamps. You can't. As long as the paper is matching, it doesn't matter which layer gets cut out and which on which size. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
Tammy wants to know, what should we cut if we did it right?
Okay, if you did it right, you're going to pick up the next piece, which is a piece I'm cutting. Hold on. And you're going to cut out this little guy right here. Cut out that little guy. And I'll try to cut this fast.
Carol Chris, how many pop dots?
Do I use? A ton.
We should hold a little context next week and see if you're put an over-under, if it's going to be 200 pop dots on the 3 cards.
Oh my God. That would be funny. We have to think of, and you know what, I'll do this for next week. We have to think of a couple games that we
Mary
can
Beth
play
wants
with you.
to know what she's doing next also. So Should pick that up again if you could.
Well, hold on. I'm almost done here. And I'm cutting very sloppily. So this is the card I'm going to give away. I'm kidding. Okay, so the next one you're going to cut. Here, let me just show you. Into the next scallop down.
Isn't it the piece you just cut?
No, it's that one right there. Okay, so look, that's the next one that you're going to cut. Everyone see that? Okay.
I can't believe you think that's relaxing.
Oh, this is very relaxing.
I'm getting vertigo looking at the stamp. I don't think.
The problem with cutting when you think it's so relaxing is when you start a card, you realize 4 hours later that you're still doing a card because you're cutting. I'd much rather cut than dies. And I know we sell dies because 98% of the population loves dies, and that's wonderful.
Did we have three papers for the middle?
Only 2 papers for the middle.
Tanya, she hadn't even started the Stamplistic story yet.
Oh, it's not that good of a story. So these are the last 2. So this one is going to get flat on this piece. So this one's going to get flat, line up, do it flat. And then this little guy is going to be popped, okay? So flat and then pop, but I want to go back with my black marker.
Chuck's ahead of you in cutting. You can't believe it.
That's funny. Yeah, but where's Rob?
Luke and Leah said that, or I think it's Luke and Leah. Is that her name? I don't know. It says we could name, you named a class after how many crystals. You could name one, how many pop dots.
That is true.
You would have a poppy stamp and we could do, like...
You would all think I'm crazy, though, if I said, 82 pop dots. You'd all be sad because you all come to class thinking it's crystals. Okay. That looks good. Sloppy, but good.
Card's going to look like a cake instead of a card. You'll never get it in the envelope.
Nope, this too goes in that envelope. I'll show you, never fear. Okay, so this one goes flat. Make sure you line it up.
Robert is gluing and popping. You asked where he was.
Rob is?
Robert.
Jeez, I can't believe that. See, I told you I was slow. But you see how you cut all the way down into that stamp? It didn't matter because this is going to hide that. And then this little guy is going to be popped. So see, even though I screwed that up, it's really not screwed up. So now you guys honestly know when I tell you in class, it's okay. It's really okay. When it's not okay, I normally give the student another sheet of paper. Yeah, I'm not going to do that one. When it's not okay, I normally give you another sheet of paper because I wouldn't feel good about myself. But this was that was an okay mistake. You could hear those hum of those lights. Okay. Perfect. Oh my God, here comes more pop dots, everybody. Are you ready? Look, this whole thing is popped up off the card. So now we're ready to put this on the card, and this whole thing is popped up off the card. Now, because we did 2 inches instead of 1.5 inch, you could either go directly on the card, but I'm not. I'm going to hang this over the card just like this.
Are there dies for all the stamps or only for the cut above?
There is not dies for all the stamps.
Chuck is saying it's shocking. He knows that Rob shouldn't be gluing and popping before you.
That's so funny. No, that's great. Okay, so look, I am going to overlap that because I don't like it like this. You absolutely could put it on like that. I'm going to overlap it just like that. And then once we cut on our words, I'm still going to love this. I really am. I may even do it like that tomorrow. So go ahead and pop that. But if you're going to overhang that, make sure you don't put Pop Dots on that other end, okay?
Or may you?
Oh my God, this is going to take
1,
forever.
2,
I feel the pressure.
3. Do they make just a whole slab of those, or do they all come in just those little tiny
They
things?
come just like this.
Oh.
You want them just like this so they get the nooks and crannies. She's laughing because of the amount of Pop Dots I'm using. I don't know if you guys are paying attention or not.
Norma said Daryl laughed at the bag.
Of course
Thanks
he
for the
did.
gifts.
You're welcome, Norma. Tell Daryl I said hello.
I am definitely renaming a Pop Dot kit. I don't know if we'll call it Pop Life or Pop Dots Anonymous, because there is an issue here.
Let's see if I have to go another slab. No, I think we're good.
I think a couple more.
So is everyone Pop Dotting? Or is everyone waiting?
Judy said, I guess you're not in love with the sweatshirt you're wearing.
It comes off.
The sweatshirt or the
The
black
ink.
marker?
No, the
Okay.
ink comes off.
You need foam tape, they're saying.
You know what? I don't like foam. I don't like foam tape on stuff. I do like foam tape,
A pop
and I
dot
use
roller.
foam tape, but I do not like foam tape on things like this because foam tape always comes in a round roll, and once you put a round piece of foam tape on a flat piece of paper, what does that do to your paper? It rolls it up. It rolls it up all the time. Even when you lay it flat on your paper card, it still rolls it up. It never stays flat. It never does.
Still popping. Gail said, call it Pop and Sparkle. We should call it In Your Face, because if this thing sticks out any further from the card, it'll punch you.
But yeah, that's why I don't like that. That's why I don't like the roller adhesive. I do use it for some things, but I really do not use it for paper because it just rolls.
Okay, somebody said 23 and a half, but you're way over that.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think 25 and 2 halves, so 26. And so now you got to put this on straight because that will bug me.
Elizabeth doesn't even use that many Pop Dots.
Silly girl. Look,
What,
this is going to drive me nuts.
which two are Pop Dot?
Look at this.
Which two are flat in the middle?
I have a line right here. I'm going to cut that line off. I don't like that. Which two are Pop Dotted? I have... The only one that is flat is the big round guy. So this is popped up, this is popped up, flat, and then the small guy is popped up. Again,
Show it on the side.
it does not matter how you do it. It really doesn't. But I popped, flat, popped. Okay?
Marge Brady's got most of the sparkle dots on.
Oh, come on, Marge. And Marge, doesn't that silver look good? You're going to say no, but it looks just as good. Ah, my little guy doesn't like this.
I like the glitter dolls better than my black dots on my card.
I don't know what glitter dolls are.
Oh, Katie, 37 dots. That's almost as many Duran Duran concerts.
Good job, Katie. I just took a hunk out of my card. I am off my game tonight.
Justine probably doesn't stare at your work like I am, like a little kid staring at a donut machine.
Katie, good for you.
Marge said it's true. It looks great.
It does. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad. Okay. So now these we cut too big because First of all, we had die cut all of these, and I can't even tell you how many hundreds there were. So I need you to cut this down to size. So definitely the tops, and if you have room at the sides to cut it down to sides, you can do that. But definitely make this a little bit straight. Mine's crooked, and I'm sure most of yours are too. So go ahead and cut that.
I like the silver better, almost done.
Good. Yeah, it looks much better as you shape it, guys, these words. I think that's good there. Perfect. Okay. Now, if you have a sticker maker, I would not put this through the sticker maker, because if you put this through the sticker maker, all these open words are going to have sticker coming out of it, and that's just too much to get out. So I would take your tape runner, and I would just very carefully run tape on the back through those words, and then all around the sides, okay? And I am going to use my dots, because if they stick, I'll be able to pull them off with my fingers.
Well, Lena, we knew. There's no silver dolls stuck to the cards. Dots.
Oh. Oh.
Noreen said I used a corner rounder too.
Oh, corner rounder would work good. Corner rounder would work good on this because it's a round stamp. Corner rounder would work very well. I like it. I almost like it better with that hanging off.
So I love it like that. That piece at the top, would it be bad if you cut that and made it?
This?
Yeah.
I'll do something.
I mean, would that look a little bit
I don't
crafty?
know. This is the card you're going to
Just cut
get.
a little piece. That's not nice.
It's beautiful.
There's no money slot in that one. I'm sure you're not going to adhere the crystals to it either.
Oh
before
my
I get it.
goodness. Okay, so is everybody on with the big piece, which is Grandma's Pearl, and on with the words either celebrate or congrats? Is everybody on? Yay. Perfect. Okay. I don't want to do jewels first. I want to do your little sparkle-ons first, these flat guys, okay? And I want everyone to watch me because I can only do this once. So everyone watch me. First of all, when you buy this, this comes in a full sheet, so it's double this size, and it's $2.40, and they last forever. But if you want to, you're going to pick out those little dots in there, which I can do and most of you can do, but watch. This is the important thing. Everyone stop what they're doing. Everyone stop what they're doing and watch. If you peel this back off, look. You see the dots right there? Much easier than doing there. This you're going to throw away. So there's your dots. And then this is something new that we used, or we didn't use last year.
Sandy put a piece of silver paper behind the word. It's pretty.
Oh, good. I'd like to put that on our Facebook page,
Sue
Sandy.
give me the first card. Yay, Sue.
I'm just going to put pop dots all over the place. The bigger ones are to the side. And I did these loop-de-loops. Well, look at your picture, but I did these loop-de-loops, every single one, on the top, bottom, middles, and then I start going every other one because we don't have as many big ones as we do small ones. So go around that whole outside. Does everyone see that? Back to back, or right next to each other, and then every other one, and then right next to each other, and then every other one, right next to each other, every one, do that. And I do it with our craft knife. You could use a finger craft knife, but I'm sure you guys have a craft knife too. And watch this. All you do is you just stick this underneath your dot, the craft knife. Pick that up. Oops.
With the tweezer.
Pick that up. Tweezers really don't work. I'm going to start to the side. Put that down, just like so. So this is what's going to take us just a little bit longer. Whoops. This too is very relaxing. Yeah, that's going to look fantastic. Okay, so let me tell you the story.
Did you want to show this or no?
Oh, well, we're not done. Oh, no.
Okay.
So I'll tell you a story on how we got Stamplistic. So Stamplistic was, I actually worked in radio sales for about,
I'm sorry, but are we using the biggest ones?
we are using the biggest ones for the outside. We are using the biggest ones for the outside.
Kim said she used these dots at the crop and loves them.
I know they are. They're great. And everyone listen to me. Don't get upset when I say this or offended when I say this. Listen to what I say the entire way. We call these poor man sparkles because they're only $2.40. Because before we got into Swarovski crystals, we use these like we use Swarovski crystals. We used them all the time. So, and you can't because it still makes that card sparkle. So even if you're not using real Swarovski crystals, you could use these and have that same sparkly effect. So
Do you have poor man's pop dots, or
we don't
that's
have.
just thicker cardboard?
Did you ask that or did somebody ask that?
No, that's me.
Very
Sorry.
funny. Poor
Can you
man's.
repeat the placement again?
Yes, I can repeat the placement again.
And can you show where you're putting the stickers?
Yeah. If, and I know you put this to the side, if you look at that thing, the online class handout, if you look at that bottom picture is going to show you really good where you put all those. And I'm not just pushing you off to look at that, but honestly, if you pull that off and look at that, that's going to show you exactly where to put those. And it's like right there in your face, right in front of you. So find that and use that. So anyhow, and you can interrupt me if there's another question.
Okay.
So I was in radio sales for about 10 or 12 years. Go figure. It was actually a pretty fun time. And then I was always a crafter. I was a crafter all my life. Like even as a kid, like my mom and I would craft all the time, and I would just like crafting things. Nancy never did. She hated crafting. Never a rubber stamper, but always a crafter. So I found, like most people did, God, years ago, 25 years ago maybe, at a fair, someone doing close to my heart, and I was just blown away. I'm like, oh my God, I want to do that, I want to do that, I want to do that. So I did, I bought close to my heart, and I did that, and of course, my first cards looked like crap, and I thought they were beautiful. I'm embarrassed on what I sent, many, many moons ago, 2 decades ago. So then I found Stamplistic, and Stamplistic was this huge, huge, huge store. And this was like 15 years ago, so it was back in the heyday when, stamp stores were huge and popular and just wonderful. It was even before Archivers. And I fell in love with Stamplistic, and I went in there and I shopped there often. I loved it.
Where did you get the tiny trimmer?
Tiny Trimmer is on our website under that first tab, Online Classes. That Tiny Trimmer is only $10, well worth it. Especially if you like to travel with a small trimmer and just do like the little paper things that I do. So anyhow, I would shop at Stamplistic and finally, one day, one of the people that worked there said, do you know that Bonnie, who was the owner at that time, wants to sell Stamplistic? And you always say that she needs to do more marketing and this and that. And I just thought you should know. And I thought, oh my God, I'm so interested. And I remember, and I know nothing about owning a business, although working in radio sales for 10 years, it really, really, really trains you to market and to just be creative, because you had to be creative with advertising and everything.
You ran your Girl Scout troop for 15 years like a business,
Oh,
too.
that's true. You know what I could tell you about my Girl Scout troop? That's a fun story. Some of you know that story. So anyhow, so they said it was for sale, and I remember coming home that night. And again, we didn't talk price. Literally, the only thing that the employee said was Stamplistic is for sale. So I remember coming home, and I got into bed that night with Andy, and he, if you know me, you know what kind of person I am. And I got into bed and I said, Stamplistic's for sale. And he just said, I'm out. I'm out. If you're doing this by yourself. I want no part of this. I'm like, well, would you be pissed if I, bought it?
Hey, can you, Tammy said the hard end of the katana works for this too. Do you want to see if that works?
You know what? I don't like the hard, people say that it does. I don't use the hard end of the katana. I like my craft scissors. If you could get that katana to work like that, that's wonderful for you to use it, but it never works well for me. I like to get underneath these stickers and place them. And does everybody know, is everyone looking at this? So they're good with, give me happy faces or sad faces. Everyone's looking at this so they know exactly where they're placing those stickers.
Where in Ohio are you located?
We are located in Amherst, and that does you no good. The physical stores in Amherst, our warehouse is actually about 50 minutes away in Cleveland, Ohio. But Amherst is located between Sandusky, which most people know Sandusky, of Cedar Point being there, and Cleveland. We're right on the lake. And actually, yeah, we're right on the lake. So anyhow, so he said he was out, and he knew that night, and I knew that night. I didn't know how or why or anything, but we both knew that night that I was going to own Stamp-Listic. So it took about 1.5 years, you know, after you do all your due diligence and everything and get the paperwork, and oh my God, there's so many things to file. And of course, they didn't even have a website at that time. It's another question.
What size dots are you using?
I'm using the big ones all the way around, guys, big dots.
I like big dots and I cannot lie.
So anyhow,
Andy's out, you're in.
what?
It's your story.
Yeah, Andy's out, I'm in. I bought the store, and then I had the store. I've now owned the store for 12 years. I actually still worked radio sales. No, actually, it has to be longer than that.
Yeah, I was going to say. That's...
It has to be 15 years I've owned Stamp-Listic. It's been around for about 22. So then when the economy crashed, 10 years ago, it was like, oh, crap. So that's when we had to do something different. Again, the creative mind coming out in me, like we were taught in radio. I thought, why don't we design our own stamps? And we did, and we haven't looked back. And we have a 2,000 square foot warehouse, like I said, which is in Cleveland. And then our physical store, which is now closed because of the virus. But I was going to tell you another story, which was a better story, and I can't think of what it was.
It was about the Girl Scouts.
Oh, it was about the Girl Scouts.
And I want to tell a little story about you, because it dawned on me with the cutting and how you think the cutting is relaxed, because it's very focused. And you said I didn't like to craft when we were kids, but Jennifer's fun rainy weekend when she was a very young person,
oh my God,
was hook rugs. So
oh my
if she
God,
ran on a puzzle, she was doing hook rugs, and she had a whole wall in her room, I believe, that had the hook rugs. So
who didn't like doing hook rugs?
I didn't.
Okay, give me a happy face if anyone did hook rugs. I love those damn things. The colors of yarn.
Oh yeah,
we gotta have some hook ruggers out there.
That's probably why she likes the katana, because it looks like a hook rug.
Oh my God.
All right. People are laughing. I don't know if that means they're not hook ruggers. I think they're laughing at you.
Okay, but the heart and the thumbs up are hook ruggers. Yes, exactly. And from there, we all went to cross stitch, right? Yes. So funny.
Yep. All right, you can go on with your story, but I'm sure I'll have more.
Oh my
God.
Yeah,
look at, I don't know if these are, I apologize if I've offended any hook ruggers out there. Just not my thing.
I love the hook rug.
Hook rug, I did a few. Loved hooking rugs. All right, Kim, Mary Beth, Sandy.
I love the hook rugs.
Have you done the 5D diamond things?
I have not.
I love hook rugs. I did a Christmas tree skirt out of a hook rug. Wow.
Right, beautiful. My sister would have been making fun of you, but I would have loved it.
Oh, Justine, you didn't do hook rugs, did you really? Was it of a softball, or I can't even imagine.
Is that my Justine?
Yes.
She did hook rugs?
That's why.
Are you kidding me?
Lee needlepoint. That I can get into. A hook rug? Lori, do you still use that tree skirt? I used to do them all the time.
Right, who didn't?
Hook rug for my dollhouse. That's about how as far as I would get. I'd probably just lay the yarn in the bedroom and call it a day, call it one of those.
Is anyone bored with these stickers and want me to go to the, give me,
Robbie's surprised that Justine did the hook rugs too.
Exactly, Robbie. Very shocked.
Alicia, I'm doing a hook rug now. You must be a fast cutter,
Alicia, that is probably the funniest line tonight. That is very funny.
Oh, we got another tree skirt.
That's crazy. See? People like hook rugs.
Well, see, it's definitely.
And I had the sister who didn't like hook rugs.
I'm here tonight with you here, folks, though. So, My
but you
cat
know,
loved to sleep on it.
is everybody still stickering? Give me a happy face or a sad face. Happy face if you're still stickering. Stickering. Sad face if you're not, because I could stop this and go on to my jewels. Oh, I just lost one. Show up someplace. I don't want you guys to sit there and just watch me stickering.
Ugh, these are Christmas tree skirt rugs.
So they're all saying yes. I don't know if that means they're still stickering.
Misty made me a fabric hook rug, and I keep it in my craft room.
Still?
Patricia's only halfway through. Just watching you and enjoying the story, Sue.
Oh my God. Patricia Williams, I cannot believe you're up. So let me see. What can
Steph says done with stickers, but fine to wait.
Good. I'm almost done myself.
Still sticking. Well,
So,
how many stickers are on this? Did you count the first time you did it?
No, but there's a lot. Like I said, this is that sparkly card.
Oh, it's for sure sparkly, but I mean, so was card 3. That thing shines like nobody's business.
It's awesome. Okay, now I gotta go. Again, did you hear her? She's being funny. Justina, you taking notes? Because tomorrow you gotta be this funny.
My brother at 60 made me a beautiful hook rug tree skirt. He finds it very relaxing.
Right, that's awesome.
Jim Shaw posts this. Where do you even buy a hook rug kit? Because I still buy my sister presents for Christmas, and that would be outstanding.
You know what? That is a very, very good question. If anyone still hook rugs, where do you buy them? It's a very good question.
I mean, anywhere but Goodwill, or is
Okay.
there?
Oh my God.
I'm not a big garage sailor.
Are you guys hearing her? And this is a true story.
Oh,
Funny
Darcy,
but true.
Funny story about people falling, Darcel.
Oh my God. Who's Darcel said that?
Darcel wants your funny story about people falling.
Okay. These are people who know me more than... Darcel Hill just brought up something funny. She's a local customer. I told my Croptoberfest people this. And I know this is going to sound horrible to people, but I won't even be able to say this without laughing. I think the funniest thing in the world, and I'm going to laugh as I say this, and right now Elizabeth is already laughing her ass off because she knows.
I was hoping it was going to be this story.
The funniest thing, I could be in a bad mood. I could be crying. I mean, I could be the lowest of low. And there's one thing that makes me laugh all the time. See, I'm getting giggly thinking about it.
Look at all these places that sell
Hook rugs?
Yes. Michael's, Joann's.
Oh, yeah. See, there
Amazon. Store by me that carries them.
I think the funniest thing in the world, and again, it's horrible that I laugh, is when people fall. Now, I feel very badly if someone falls by accident and hurts themselves. But I still think it's very funny. I mean, to the point where if someone was really hurt, I need to walk away. Because I just think falling down, a grown adult falling down is the funniest thing ever. And if you think I'm being mean, I want you, after you're done with this, to go onto YouTube. And I want you to YouTube people falling down. And I want you to watch it for just a minute. And if you don't laugh in that minute, there's something wrong with you. Because
You're a decent human being.
Because it is the funniest thing ever to watch people fall. Now, with that said, I have taken a fall that I nearly killed myself. One day I'll have to have Elizabeth tell it to you. We were in Denver, and I was watching moose in heat, or a moose in heat who got too close to us.
Do they come in different colors?
And I ran, and I fell, and I tore my body up. And after I got over the initial shock, I couldn't stop laughing because, again, falling is the funniest thing ever. Do these come in different colors? Yes, they come in different colors. Gold, silver. Now, the only ones that we have on the tab right now is black, these black ones, and then these silver ones. But we do have other colors, other places on our website.
Do not cut yourself when Katie Walker is around. She likes it when people cut themselves.
Katie, that's wrong. That is very funny. Oh, here's my other one.
Helen's son tripped the other night, knocked over 2 chairs, broke a computer. I'm still laughing.
Right, see, that's funny. That's absolutely hilarious.
Maybe that's
Grown people should not fall.
Do you remember when we were little kids? I won't say the name, but Ruthie Z. I don't know.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And we shut the patio door, and she came running through the patio and bounced bounced right off the sliding glass door.
No, I don't think that's funny.
Oh, no, to me that's funny. Watching somebody bounce through glass that doesn't know what's there.
Nope, that's not funny.
Well,
falling is hilarious.
I think that I went in the other room and just because I didn't know if she killed herself, but I
You could tell your funny falling story too. But before you do, hold on. I'm going to start my crystals, but everyone look. So does everyone have those stickers on the middle guy right there and then around the big ones? If yes, and don't leave me, guys, because I still want to show you a couple other things before we leave and a couple other things we have coming up. So you should have your crystal ABs. You should have one big honking one that goes in the middle. And then all these other crystal ABs. Look real quick, although if you see that page, you're going to be able to tell. It's going to go every other circle right here. Every other one, every other one, every other one. Okay? Okay, so this is a recent false story. Nancy could tell.
Said Jennifer had us laughing so hard we couldn't work.
Right. I mean, it's hilarious. Because you probably went back that night, too, and Googled, people falling. I'm telling you, if you don't think it's funny.
They do have a video for you. There is a flooded hotel and the guy falls off his car. Have you seen that? There's a couple of yays on that one.
But the one that really is funny is the girl who, this is a night security camera. And I can't even do it. It's a night security camera and she's working like at a restaurant or a pizza place. And she's emptying tables. And she trips on something. It's just her there. She trips on something and she stumbles about 8 feet and then she... It's not funny. She falls through the glass front window onto the street. I mean, it's something I would do. I mean, like, how stupid is that? Oh, my God. And I'm sure she's okay. I wouldn't laugh. Well, I would be laughing if she was hurt, but I wouldn't be laughing in front of you. Or letting you see me laughing because that's horrible. Oh, did everyone see what I just did? Look, you made me laugh.
Do you remember when the Croctoberfest guests had to go home because they fell? She didn't laugh at that one, Lee. That one wasn't funny.
Lee, first of all, I wasn't there. And didn't she... I thought she couldn't get out of bed because it was her back. So who are you talking about? Unless you're talking about the drunk guy.
Laughing at her own. How funny it was. Last week, I tripped on the steps at the bank, and I'm sure I face planted right into the door, and the bank was closed because of Corona, and the guy was waiting for me to hand him his debit card back. And I think that he was waiting to catch me as I fell through the glass. And he asked me 75 times if I was all right, and I was just so embarrassed I wanted to slam the door behind him and say, yeah, I'm fine. Please don't tell anyone that just happened.
Oh, it's so funny.
I like when Justine falls at work. It is the best.
Justine almost fell twice at work once, and they were almost big falls.
Look at Jinx, Justine.
What, did
Remember
she
when
fall?
the two of you laughed at me for falling in the office? It was so slow motion. Justine falls in slow motion.
It
like,
was.
It just...
Hilarious.
Robbie thinks it was her knee.
Yeah, so I don't think she fell. I think that, like, something broken fell. It has to be like her true fall. It has to be like walking through an airport and all of a sudden you just fall because, you stumbled over nothing and you fell. I mean, that is funny.
Yeah, like when you walk into a big box store and you see a hook rug that you need and you just run and then you just topple.
Oh, my God. So
My
funny.
sister stepped on her elbow while tripping up the steps. Rebecca, flexible sister. My sister stepped on her elbow while tripping up the stairs. Well, that's contortionism, isn't it?
It's funny. Okay, does everyone see once you get those in your every other circle where you're going with these other ones on the side?
Are you still gluing the crystals on?
I am.
Okay.
Is everyone still doing crystals? Happy face. Happy face, yes. Sad face, no.
If I only had a video.
Is that Elizabeth?
Nope, that was Rebecca.
Oh. I say that because Elizabeth and her husband Bill, who were on the road with me, saw me take this fall in Denver. Oh my God, it really was. It was, and I was really, 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 really hurt. I mean, like stones stuck in my knee, but it was funny. Grown people should not fall. Look, I have an extra jewel. You may have an extra jewel.
Carol said her sister fell down the steps and screamed "ow" before she actually went, so they were all able to turn around and watch it.
See, and I would have had to walk away. Okay, so we're done with that.
We've got 20 minutes to email.
Do we love that? Oh, we got 20 minutes to email. Does everyone love that? Is everyone done? Oh, look, I got my Stamplistic shirt on.
Robin
You can see it.
fell off a curb on a business trip and ripped his pants.
Let's see, that would crack me up.
All right, Lynn wants to know, could you show where the crystals go again?
Yeah, and I'm not being snarky,
And
Lynn.
then Nancy is still on the stickers, so she may need to know also.
Okay, but Lynn and Nancy, pull out that colored sheet of paper in the front of your packet, and look, if you follow this guide right here, it's right there. Now, the jewels, when you get to the jewels, you can see where the stickers go on here very, very, very easily. The jewels, you can see where the jewels go right here in the center, and they go every other one, and then the last ones, someone said something funny. The last ones are going to go down the big strip that's attached to the end of your card, right there in those blocks. Okay?
Rebecca Hood's too busy laughing.
Right, you can't do the jewels because it's so funny.
Robbie wants to know, where's my Stamplistic shirt?
You know what, Robbie? I actually made one with that little logo or that saying that you guys have on your tote, and it looks fantastic.
I lost interest, so I'm cutting circles. LOL.
Who's lost interest?
I lost internest.
Oh,
I don't know if
hi,
that's
Lori
interest or
LaFrance.
internet. Do a close-up of your card, please.
Sure. And hi, Lori LaFrance. Here, let me show you the close-up there of that.
She lost interest or internet, or she combined them both.
Okay, so there's that. I'm going to go down a little bit further. So there's those. And then down a little further there. Does that help you?
Oh, Lena, you mean this has gone into Easter? Are we there yet? Happy Easter to you.
Elena, don't leave, though. Don't leave yet, Elena.
Is the tote available?
The tote is available to people who buy 102 class kits. So if somebody is in there...
Carolyn Barron?
Carolyn Barron, did you not buy 102 class kit? I tripped in a Ford.
Somebody tripped in a shower at a hotel and could only think about the maid finding their naked bodies.
Right, exactly. Now, how can that not be funny?
Well,
Okay, so let me tell you a couple things we're going to be doing. You could call this my pitch, but I don't think it's my pitch. It's because I've really enjoyed doing this. So let's talk about Class 103. So Class 103 is going to happen again 2 weeks from today, same exact setup, Friday night and Saturday night. So let me show you Class 103 cards. Let me get them out. I got things like all over the place here. You will have a take-home. I'm sorry, not a take-home, a make-it-home. So I am not going to show you that make-it-home here in case people want to just do that.
Carolyn Barron couldn't get onto the computer.
Okay, but which one I want to show them first? We'll show you the one that has the least amount of crystals. But this one has, I think, 50. Okay, so Class 103, again, 3 cards. You're going to make one at home, so I'm not going to show you that. So this is the first card. And it has close to 60 crystals. 10, 20, 36, maybe 48, okay? And the cool thing about this is look at this butterfly. This butterfly has lots of wings, and we'll go over that in 2 weeks. So there's one. Do we like that? And this is pretty cool. This right here, well, I don't want to steer you in the wrong direction, but there's a lot of intricate cutting right here, okay? So this, I like that card. So there's one. And then number 2, this is the one that has 60 crystals on it. I'm not a blue person. I had to say, okay, I need to get out of my element. This is card number 2.
Look at that.
Oh, good. Look at all that.
Job security there, folks.
That's good. I'm glad you guys like them. No, I
Yeah,
couldn't
love
get
that card.
onto
No, that
computer.
was, I have that note.
Okay.
Beautiful card.
So this right here, this is pretty cool because... first of all, here's where we're using thin pop dots. Not that it matters, but it is going to matter. So here's where we use thin pop dots. 60 Swarovski crystals on here, and it's blue. We're also going to be using this new lava paper, which is right there and right here from the paper cut, which we'll go over in a couple weeks.
Spirograph,
But
use it as a
this is a cool card because this center is from another stamp. All these centers are from different stamps. So this right here is this stamp, but different center. So we mixed and matched centers on this, which is something different, and I really, really like that. So that's in 2 weeks, so don't leave me yet. because I still want to tell you about a couple other things. So this is going to go on sale. Again, you're going to get the email about 11 o'clock. Oh, look at all the hearts. I'm so glad you like it all. I like them both. I'm going to put them right here just for that. Can you see them? Good. Again, Sally Field, you like me. You really, really like me. So, and again, for those who are going to make that card home, I want you to upload that to Facebook that day. So 2 weeks on sale in your email at 11 o'clock tonight, and on Facebook at 11:30. You can start to buy that.
Shipping on Wednesday.
Shipping on Wednesday. For those of you who are going to order from the website and want us to combine orders, we just can't do it. That's why we made so many mistakes. We made a handful of mistakes, but even one mistake is not good in my mind.
Norma wants to know what time we're coming back on tomorrow.
Norma, it is 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. So, 9 o'clock for you? So we can't combine shipping. However, for those of you who still want to buy multiple kits, you're still going to send me an email, and I'm still going to send you the invoice, and I promise you, because that is where the error happened, those multiple kits, I promise you we will not screw up this time, I promise you. But all those kits should be shipped out on Wednesday. On Wednesday also, you should all get a tracking number too, because when we send out your package, we put an email in there, and that email should be sent directly to you that says your package shipped, and this is the email, this is the shipping notice. So if you don't have that, let's say by Thursday, you might want to drop us an email, because I will make every attempt to make sure everybody's goes in that envelope, okay? So next Friday, we are not going to have an official class. This is what we are going to do next Friday. And it's going to be just Friday, not Friday and Saturday. It's going to be Friday at 8 o'clock. We have come out with a series of, and you know what? If you go back in my office on the ground where I sit, there's a bunch of stamps right there. Can you grab those? There's like 10 of them. I know it's hard to get up.
No, it's hard. There's stamps everywhere.
On the ground in a white container. You'll see they're wrapped. So we came out just last month, which we were taking to all the shows, but we're just going to do them now with you. And actually, the people who went on the cruise, too, had a sneak preview of this and made a card. But we came out with 10 sets of stamps where the design is 4 inches and then a 2-inch stamp. And hold on, she's bringing them right now. Okay, so let me just start off by showing you this one. Hold on. Let me show you this one. Okay, this one is called Calm Colors. So in here, you have a 4-inch square, and then it's perfectly 4 inches. So every single one of these are 1 inch. And then you have a perfectly 2-inch square, same design, just blown up at 2-inch. So what you could do is mix and match your 2 different stamps. So Calm Colors can become something like this, okay? So that's Calm Colors just by mixing and matching. This is also Calm Colors just by using different cardstock and cutting it different ways. So you literally have an endless amount of things you could do with these stamps. Different colors, different way to cut them, and they're very easy. You just put them together. And I'm going to show you what we're doing. So that's Calm Colors. And I'm going to show you some of these cards. And I don't know the names by heart, but here's another one. These are all just squares. Here's another one, Simply Sally.
My Friday date nights are with Jen.
I love Friday date nights. Who said that? There's another one.
Sue.
Now here's one. Here's Simply Susan and Simply Susan, who I just did not have put the jewels on yet. So those have to put the jewels on. So this is the deal, okay? I am going to come on, and I will probably do 3 or 4 cards with you very, very easily. I am not going to tell you which stamp I'm going to use, although I could probably tell you, well, I'm not going to tell you. Because the technique that I'm going to do on Friday, you can easily recreate yourself. So right now, under our squares, if you go on our website, under our squares, where it says 4 and 2 inch squares, I believe it's a 3rd tab down, is all these new stamp designs, and I will show you these. If you purchase by Sunday one of these stamp designs, and they're $14, but hold on, there's more. If you purchase one of these stamp designs and you want to work with me next week, you're going to purchase one of these stamp designs, and you are going to, however many cards you want to make, you're going to stamp the big stamp and the small stamp on 4 different colors of paper or printed paper. So when we start on Friday, let's say you have Calm Colors, you're going to have 4 sheets of paper already stamped with this, and 4 different sheets of paper stamped with this. And then together, we're going to create a bunch of different cards. You are more than welcome just watch, because it's going to be entertaining. But if you want to participate, again, $14 stamp, and we'll get it out to you. If you do it by Sunday, we'll get it out to you by Monday, and then you can create with us. They're $14. Because you guys are participating in this, anyone who buys them between now and Sunday, so we could get them mailed to you, we run credit cards offline. We're going to sell them to you for $11. So if you buy one, instead of 14, it's going to be 11. It's going to show up as 14 on your cart, but we will deduct those $3 for every one of the stamps that you buy. We'll deduct the $3 when we run the credit card, okay?
Awesome, because Tracy needs 10.
Okay, for those of you who need all of them, if you buy 8 or more, we're going to give them to you for a flat $10 fee. So if you buy 8, and again, the computer will not register that, but we'll do it offline. And again, we just can't combine shipping. So this is going to ship on Saturday, but your class kit's going to ship on Wednesday. But remember, if you want to watch next Friday at 8 and want to participate, this is what you have to do, okay? So if you buy in between now and Sunday, let's say midnight, I don't care, just until we get to the office on Monday. And right now my staff, like Peggy and Justine, are like, oh my God, what is she doing?
What is it going to be found under?
What's what going to be found on? Oh, these stamps, if you go on, I think it's the third, Elizabeth, maybe you can tell me if you're still there. It's like the third tab down, it's the Stamp-listic Squares. And once you click into Stamp-listic Squares, it's going to say 4-inch and 2-inch squares. You're going to find all 10 there, okay?
Can we order other supplies with those, or do you just want that to go on?
No. If you do online orders, you absolutely could order anything you want online. We will discount the squares, okay? So order anything you want online. The only thing that we just can't add to is if you order the kit, we're keeping the kits separately so we can ship them with no problems, and your online orders will ship. But again, we're going to adjust these prices. So I'm going to go really quickly through all of these. All 10?
All 10 are $80?
No, it'd be $10. Oh, no, they're 10 stamps. So all 10 of them.
$100.
Yes.
Okay.
But if you only buy 8.
Stamps. I understand.
Yes,
Okay.
they're $80. So there's Calm Colors. And again, it doesn't matter which one I'm going to use because you like a design and you're going to do the same exact technique I do with your colors on your end. Honestly, it does not matter. So there's Calm Colors. Here's Excess, and you could guess who named these. Here's Smooth Setia. This is Simply Sally. This is Preppy, which is a difficult one, but I think I like that one. On Point. Horniak, which I'll have Nancy come next Friday too, because we could ask her why she named this Horniak. It's a very funny story. Eclectic Spin, Cirque Geo, in Bloomberg Square. So those are all 10 of them. Now, the last thing that I want to tell you about is some of you have done my Beyond the Page. Hold on, just hold that.
Or?
No. Some of you have done my Beyond the Page Kaisercraft boxes, and we were supposed to be doing them at the shows, and literally Kaisercraft stopped sending all these things to the United States last year. So we bought up a ton of them, knowing that we're going to do them at the shows. But because the shows are not around, we have all these Kaisercraft products. Now, I'm not going to tell you when this is because I'm waiting for all the bits and pieces to come in. And we only have, I'll be honest with you, we don't have hundreds. We have between 50 and 100 of every product we have. So
Of this,
which I'm about ready to show you. I don't know if I'll probably just put this out to emails to our customer base so you guys could have the first dibs, but once they sell out, they sell out. But we're going to do these online classes, and the first one is going to be, and some of you guys have already taken this, okay? But these little guys, I think we have about 50 of these left. In their drawers, all these drawers pull out. Sure they do.
what is the blue card one?
This right here, okay? This pulls out. Now, they're little. I mean, this is the back of it. Let me show you the back of it. It is 6 by almost 6, okay? So they're little guys. But these are going to be called Beyond the Pages. Here's another one. Here's one, too. And what's going to happen is we're going to put them up on sale. We're going to send you out the paint, the brush. The only thing that you're going to have to supply yourself is the color of paper that you want. And we're going to sit down whatever time this is. And these are like 3-4 hour long classes. And we're going to do these. But again, I can't tell you when these are going to be. Just watch your email, and hopefully in the next 2 weeks we'll be announcing some of these. But we have, I think we only have 50 of these. We have a 6x6 card box, which is relatively easy. I know we have 100 of those. And then we have 100 very small advent calendars. But then we have littler guys. And we'll just do them, every couple weeks. So if you're interested, that's what Beyond the Pages, and this is what is going to be coming out sooner than later. Okay, so look at that.
And these won't fit in the envelope, so don't be confused.
Right. Did you hear, Nancy? They won't fit in the envelope. Someone just said, what's this blue card? This blue card is for, this blue card is from class 103, okay? So the other thing that some of you asked about, and I just said I will show you tonight, and again, this is not a pitch. I promise you this is not a pitch. It's not a pitch. It's not a pitch. But we decided to put them in your class, class kits, is our scrap pack. Our scrap pack is similar to our cut above. Our scrap pack, though, we come out with a 4 double-page spread every other month. So it's only 6 times a month. And I believe it's something like, someone help me. I think it's $22 a month plus the shipping. Actually, you have the information right in your kit. But I want to show you this, and the only way you can buy this is if you're in the club. So I'm going to show you our page, and I'm going to have to do it one at a time. But this is our page from February, okay? So that is page 1. This is page 2. This is page 3. And then this is page 4. And again, you only can buy these if you're in the club. Now, for those of you, and I know there's a lot of you in here in the club, the next one comes out April 15th, which is Wednesday. I'm going to show you, it's a sneak peek, but I'm going to show you real quick. Okay, here's page 1. It's fantastic. And we're still using the same Blue Fern Studio. So there's page 1, page 2, and they always come with crystals. Page 3 and page 4. Okay, and that's every other month.
3 kits to one address?
Say it again?
3 kits to one address, is that okay?
3 kits to one address. Are you talking about the online club or are you talking about the page kit? The answer to that is yes. Either one, yes. Yes. But for the scrap pack, these scrapbook pages, if you order 3, you have to order 3 at least, for the 3 months they come out, because we want you to be in at least for 3 months. Only because we have to order the paper so much in advance and put them together.
A 3 shipment. They come out every other month, correct?
They come out every other month.
So it's
our
a
first
3
one,
shipment commitment.
yeah, 3. It's perfect. It's a 3 shipment commitment. So the first one came out in February. This one's coming out April 15th. It's always the 15th every other month. If you are not a member, we do have. I think we have 10 more of these. The first one left. If you were a member, if you want to join and you want to get that first one, you can, but you have to be a member. You just can't buy them straight out.
Can we join and get April?
Yes, you can join now and get April. Absolutely. Yes. And you have all that information right in your packet.
And the new stamps on the website, I think Elizabeth said that they're the 3rd tab down.
Yes. So those squares, yes, are the 3rd tab down. It says Stamp-listic squares. 4 and 2 inch squares. And again, that's only if you want to participate. And it's going to be fun. It'll probably be 2-3 hours. But again, you're going to get the stamp and you're going to take any one of your color SKUs. And I just want you to stamp the big one and the small one, at least 4 different colors on each. And I promise you, it is so easy. You're going to love it. It's very, very cool. And of course, if you have some jewels hanging out, get some jewels. But again, it's not a kit. It's just, me talking on a Friday night at 8 o'clock. And then we'll resume the week after 103.
Can you take that off and show the Class 103 cards again and then say what the name of that is?
The name of what?
The name of the cards. And in 2 minutes, you're going to get that email so you guys can order those kits. But they want to know what the name of the cards are that you're using.
This is Whirlgig. And these, oh my God. Elizabeth, do you know which one this one is? I honestly, my mind is like past these cards. I don't know what this is. Elizabeth, if you know what this is offhand, tell me. It's a mixed media stamp for sure.
The blue design, Elizabeth.
But this one is Whirlgig for sure. Oh, excuse me, Whirlgig.
The pickup crystal tool. Denise, it's called the Crystal Katana.
Yeah, it's called the Crystal. Oh, Pensive. Thank you, Justine. It's Pensive. So this one's Pensive. So Pensive and Whirlgig, and they're both on the website. Not in the online classes because we haven't done them yet, but they are on the website. So if you wanted to get them now, because anything over $75 ships for free, you absolutely can get those.
How many sheets of paper in Timeless and
you get 2 of each sheet.
Medallion in the center.
How many? Oh. If you're buying the Authentique Flawless or the Timeless collection that we used on tonight's class, you get 2 sheets per kit. Oh, the Crystal Katana. For those few people who don't have a Crystal Katana, I think some of you noticed if you buy the Crystal Katana, do not buy the case because we give you the $9 case for free. Okay? So if you want to buy the Crystal Katana, do that, and we give you that $9 case for free. So that is it. I'm giving you fun things to do because honestly, we really, truly enjoy doing this. It is so much fun. I could teach all day long. It really is fun, and I get my enthusiasm from you folks. So I hope you like these 2 cards. Again, as soon as I did them, I'm like, oh my God, I like them better than these cards. But I love these cards. I absolutely love them. So that's it, guys. If you need us, email us. We read all your emails and respond right away.
And right now, you should have an email to order those Class 103.
Look at her. See, I'm not being pushy. My sister is.
Well, I'm not, but I know how I'm spending Easter. I'm going to be counting the jewels, so I'd like to know how many kits are going to be at a sellout so I can see if I'll be at an Easter egg hunt or just up at the warehouse counting
There you
jewels
go.
for y'all.
There you go. Okay, guys, that is it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We cannot thank you enough. You are fabulous. Honest to God, you are the best customers out there. Thank you. Some of you will see tomorrow night at 10 o'clock Eastern time if you want to see the cards again. If not, hopefully we see you next Friday. Because even if you don't buy the stamp, just stop in at 8 o'clock because it's a fun thing. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Happy Easter, everybody. Good night. Happy Passover. Good night. Thank you. Thank you.
Good night. Be safe, everyone.